Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Oh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something, Martin?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you were here?
There you go. Late for my own stream like usual. Yeah, this is for all the early birds.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
That is one of the ones that will always make me laugh. So Zed was first, right, Zed? Yeah, his bloody hell's not even 9:30 yet, but I was still 8 minutes late. What, 10 minutes late? Samurai Bird, Steve, Darren. Yeah, sorry I kept you waiting. Darren, I'll check my Facebook message in a minute. All right, let's just see if there's anything I need to read. I don't think so yet. Pedro, how you doing, mate? Steve, Persia Destroys. He said, I see Micah shit the bed and is cleaning it up. Pretty much. Dad said, I know what's happening. Mike's getting all these obscure DVDs out just to confuse us. Do you know what? I actually got them down earlier. I'll actually tell you why I was late in a second. Which you'll like. You will like it. It's to benefit you, Zed. Sort of. Ugg F, how are you? You right? Dan, you right, mate? Right. I need to. Right, Samurai, I've got that video. I'm going to upload it right now. So I'm just going to upload a quick video. So if this starts stuttering for a bit, that's why. Right, that's uploading now. No one's in, so it should be right. Yeah. So Samuel, I'm uploading your video right now. GS, how you doing, mate? You right? Stacey, how you doing? You right? Nice to see you on. So said you guys got to watch this. We're gonna have to try and make some kind of trigger to get it to come up, but I will 100% play it. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So sorry about being late. The reason I was late is I'll tell you what it was. At fucking 8 o'clock tonight, I thought, right, I'll read Zed's new story. I'll have plenty of time. Well, I started at 8 o'clock, and at 10 past 8, I had to stop reading it to get ready for this, and I was still 10 minutes late. Exactly, so I'll trigger it. You don't worry. As soon as someone says that, I'll do it. I'll have it ready. And if it comes to it that it don't happen, I'll just play it anyway. But I've got it. And I don't know if you got my message. I got after you sent the video you sent, I thought he would prefer the uncensored one, definitely. And I thought it'd be better. So I searched for it, and I managed to get it before you sent me the second one. Oh, Metallic, how you doing, Metallic? You all right? I'm going to reply to your message. I was going to reply tonight. So, yeah, Zed, what happened was I got an hour and 10 minutes into the story, and I didn't finish it. But just to prove I have read it, so I'll tell you the bits I liked, but I'm going to say it vaguely, so it don't spoil it for anyone. So the bit at the beginning with the inhalation is all I'll say. Made me laugh out loud. The new bit you added with the name made me laugh. You know what? Without saying too much again, the Greek element that you added, I really like that. Actually, that was good. I really like that. I'm just giving Zed clues that I read his new story without doing spoilers for you lot. And then the other bit with well, I won't say, but there was a couple of bits I really, really enjoyed. The whole story was good anyway, but I got up to the bit where in the second half, when the female character gets taken down and then I had to stop because I knew I wouldn't have time. Yeah. Metallic, it'll be fit. I'll read it soon. Yeah, it took me an hour, 10 minutes, and I still didn't finish it. I've got a feeling that one's going to take about an hour and a half to read. So I might, me, have to do 45 minutes of the first half, and then someone else, you, will have to do the second half, because Zed wants you to read the second half. Right, so let me just catch up with everyone's comments. Metallic, I hope my laptop behaves tonight. My Bluetooth mouse has been a dick, so I had to use a different one. But you don't have a lot of luck with your old laptops, do you? Jumble Salbo and Timbo, how you doing? You right? Stu, SK94, you right, Stu? Dan said, Mike, you didn't look at the Facebook message. No, I forgot. I'll look in a second. Let me get my tablet. All right, let me get my tablet ready and I'll have a look. Samurai said, yeah, that was smooth. That was a smooth. Yeah, that was smooth, Mike. Good work. Yeah, I knew you'd prefer it's got to be the uncensored version, isn't it? So, yes. Archetype said fish. Dave said how's things. Not bad, mate, not bad. Metallic said getting literature envy. Pedro said female character, crinkle cut clunge. Well, I haven't got that far, so I don't know. But that character just got took down to the Nether region, and I had to stop because I had some things to do. So yeah, I've got most of the way through it. Yeah, it's decent, Zed. It was decent. Very good imagery. Oh, and Zed also said, what? This one's for Samurai Bird.
But I always say the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
Simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist.
What?
What country you from?
What?
What ain't no country I ever heard of. They speak English in what?
What?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Yeah.
So you understand the words I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
What?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more time.
Nice one, Sam. Right, fuck's sake. The whole context of that scene's even better. What he's talking about is fucking weapons of mass destruction that they never found. And that was actually fucking Samuel L. Jackson doing his Pulp Fiction scene. He was actually voicing that. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, that was actually Samuel L. Jackson doing it, and that's his I don't know if it's exactly the same, but very similar to the speech in Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I'll have to play that again later, and I'll tell you the context of it because it makes it even funnier. What he's talking about is when they went to Iraq. Both of those two white blokes had been to Iraq. Yeah, and he was talking about not finding the WMDs. Oh, fuck's sake. 4x4, fella, how you doing, mate? If I didn't say hello. Zed said, don't blame me, Mike. You agreed it would be better for a woman to read it as well. I'll get blamed for everything. No, it's all good. It's all good. I think Metallic would be fine reading for 45 minutes. I know she wouldn't be bothered. Jumble Sabu said, popped into Hud Stanton today, went to two places that sold knives. Both had the same generic knives. Nothing worth writing home about. I bet that's the case of a lot of places if you go out nowadays, isn't it, Riggs? Do you know what, Samurai? I've not watched the whole episode yet, but I watched like a bit before and a bit after. Yeah. All of what I've seen in the Boondocks is it's hilarious. A great fucking show. Mother said, sorry I didn't join the stream yesterday. I went to see a girl. Oh, good for you, mate. Good for you. Hang on. He's going out seeing real people. Seeing females as well.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
I thought it sounds familiar. Yeah, I don't know if is it exactly the same as the Pulp Fiction speech? It's very close, though. I don't think it's exactly the same. But yeah. 4x4 fella said, all good, thanks. We'll stick around for a bit as he's knackered. What you been doing then? Just been having a busy day, have you? I've had a reasonably sort of calm, sort of chilled out day. But let me get this message for fucking Darren before I forget. But yeah, I've had a nice, easy day. Yeah, I'll definitely. Well, as I said last night, Samuel, I'm going to try to I'm going to try and find series 1. But if I can't find series 1, I'll just watch it from series 2. Don't bother me. Dumble Sabu said, "Yeah, Mike. Ironically, one place in Hudstanton, Seaside Place, you had to be over 18 to walk in the room. Not standing knives. That's strange, isn't it? Because that shouldn't actually be, that shouldn't be needed, should it? Right, Samurai, I've got. We were talking about Red Dwarf that time. I thought I'd show you all of what you can watch nowadays. And I know you said you've seen the original ones, haven't you? So this is the whole lot of Red Dwarf now. It's fucking loads of it. So what you probably would have seen are these ones, which is, I think that's series 1 to 8, which are the BBC ones. Trust it not to fucking focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So there was 8 series on the BBC, and then they stopped making it. So you might not have seen the new ones. So then a TV station over here called Dave carried it on. And then what they did Red Dwarf Back to Earth, which was like a 3-part like little series that's almost like a film. Yeah, I'm glad you're still on, Sam. I was going to say, bet he's not on. That one, you could watch it like a film. It's like a 3-part, hour and a half. That's technically series 9. And then they did on Dave. I don't know if it says Dave on there anywhere. But then they did series 10, 11, 12. And then the latest one they've done is Red Dwarf The Promised Land, which again is like a film. Yeah. So there's quite a lot you might not have seen. And I know you said you liked Red Dwarf, but you hadn't seen it for so long. And you didn't know that they'd done the new ones. Yeah, they're still making them now. There'll probably be another one out soon. Dan said I'm getting a new. What's an Ascot? I don't know what that is, Dave. That's gone over my head, mate. I might know when you say. Mother said I'm thinking to buy a simple recurve bow. What is a good draw weight? That will also. That will be also serious, but not too painful on the fingers. I would say something like. So you don't want like a. Yeah, I'd say something like 45, 50 pound would be like, serious bow, but still shootable. I don't really like 50-pound bows personally. I prefer go a bit lower, but then that's just because I'm lazy. So I said, I've only seen the old school Red Dwarf. Yeah, there's loads, and it's still really good. It's still really good. Yeah, there's shitloads now. Yeah. So what was that? That's technically 13 series now. Jumble Sailboat. So I'm guessing the local authority have been leaning on them. Mattins in Yarmouth used to sell loads of knives and swords, but now sell nothing but small folders. Yeah, it's a shame, really, isn't it? It's a shame. Oh, Zed said, by the way, Goshawk confirmed. Another neighbour saw it, perched on another neighbour's. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Archetype Day translated this show into all languages, including Welsh. What, mine or Red Dwarf? Jump Salvers, did you ever see the US version? No, funny thing is, I don't think I've ever bothered watching it. I know about it, and I know that what's her name from Frasier's in it, isn't she? And I think the only one who was in it from the original one, right, might have been Crichton, wasn't it? Robert Llewellyn, but no one else. And I never bothered watching it. I've always assumed it'd be total shit, but being a fan of it, you'd assume I would have watched it, wouldn't you? But yeah, I never have. Because I even own 2 Red Dwarf books. Yeah. Well, definitely. I'm sure I've got 2. I've definitely got 1, put it that way. I know that. Sam Roberts said I got a lot of Red Dwarf to watch, Frank. I thought I'd let you know because, yeah, I remember you saying you liked it and that you didn't know they'd done any more. Leon said love Red Dwarf. Rimmels. I like both Rimmer and Dave Lister. They're both of them are just as good. But yeah, Rimmer, I think you can be quite sympathetic to Rimmer, and even though he's a bit of a knob, you like him still, you know what I mean? They said 2 chinks is a smelly hole. 4x4 fella said, building up my workshop, prepping stories, workbench, took longer to make than I thought, but it's solid. About 80% done. Now when it's all finished, we'll get some bits storing it. Oh, nice. That's what you've been doing today. Dan says smeg off. Mother said, I bought a Jaguar 2 crossbow. I wonder if you want one. I would have a Jaguar 2. I'd have a Jaguar 2. Bloody Monday, how you doing, mate? You right? Jumble Sabu said, you did well to miss it, mate. You dodged the bullet there. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever bother. Archetype said, including Welsh in the lining Red Dwarf, the blue alerts. Oh, of course. Oh, do you know what thing is, I'm a bit like that. Sometimes you can quote something I absolutely love and I'll get it, and other times it'll go straight out of my head. Yeah. Metallic said, Martins used to have some lovely decorative knives. Always wanted one. That was called the Stinger. I know, I've got one. Hang on, let me just show. Is it? Hang on. Oh no, if it's decorative, it's probably not. But I've got a knife called the Stinger. I'll show you it in a minute. Jim M said, hello, Pitch. I'm just quietly watching because YouTube won't show me the live stream comments anymore. Only shows on my. I get that, Jim. I get the same thing on my tablet. It won't show the comments. If you're watching on a tablet, go and watch it on the web browser instead of the YouTube app, and you might be able to see them then, but I get the exact same thing. Number Turbo said, I remember when Red Dwarf first came out, it was initially disjointed. It was a comedy until I watched the first episode and then got hooked. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Samurai said, Rimmer was to Red Dwarf as Rick was to the young ones. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Hey, right, Sarah, I've got a load of DVDs out. I've got a pile of them there. Says, I once saw someone with a personalised plate that looked like it said Rimmer, and I assumed it was a Red Dwarf fan. It was his surname. Oh, no. Yeah, gutted. Fuck's sake. I've got a pile of DVDs here. Tactical Pirate, how you doing, mate? I don't know if you was already on or not. I'll tell you what else I've got that Darryl got me. I've got a signed picture of Rimmer, signed by Chris Barry, because Chris Barry used to go into their fucking their sort of garage. You know, their it's not a petrol station, but it's hard to explain. They sell like mechanics kind of shit, but you know what I mean? You'd go in there getting sort of car parts and oil and that. They said Rimmer makes the show. He's a great act with constant. Yeah, tablet, Mike. 2, in fact, doing the same. Yeah, mine does the exact same thing. This does the exact same thing. You can't read the comments if you watch live streams. I can do it on my phone, though. Yeah, so I got a load of DVDs that we can talk about certain films and shit. Well, actually, what I've got up there is mostly TV stuff. But I met Chris Barry. He's a lot taller than I thought. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that don't surprise me. Dave should I had a porn man called Rimmer. I imagine that too. Right, where am I? What was I was gonna say something to someone. Metallic, about your sticker. Do you want me to send that to you, or should I just keep hold of it until till whatever? It's up to you. Because we can still do what we was gonna do. That's still fine. As long as I know, as long as I get about 2 or 3 days notice, it's fine by me. Yeah. So I didn't know whether to hold on to it or wait. Oh, and I don't know, Metallic, if you heard, I'm 3/4 of the way Red said a new story. Who out of you lot likes the League of Gentlemen? Because I don't know if everyone's seen all of these as well. Because there's more League of Gentlemen than you might be aware of. So I was talking to someone on here about the League of Gentlemen, and he said he didn't realise that they'd done a 10-year anniversary thing like a couple of years ago. Have you seen all of them, though? So if you was unaware, there is the League of Gentlemen Series 1, 2, and 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. They've also got League of Gentlemen Christmas Special, League of Gentlemen behind you, which is a fucking pantomime. These are all brilliant, by the way. League of Gentlemen live at Drury Lane. League of Gentlemen, the film. League of Gentlemen anniversary specials. And you know that ends on a cliffhanger. Well, they also did the League of Gentlemen live again. And that finishes up the cliffhangers in that. Yeah. So if you was unaware, that is actually how much League of Gentlemen stuff there is out there. And I am local. League of Gentlemen is one of my favourite TV shows. Absolutely love it. Cheers, Tactical. Yeah, my weekend's all right. Dad said, which reminds me, Mike, is it okay if I call your character the Abercrombie man? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, because it's not a full on. Yeah, that's that's like the smoking man. Isn't it? It's like a description rather than a full on name, isn't it? Tone Deaf, right, mate. He said, when I was an apprentice engineer, I made a 7-inch double-edged dagger, but my instructor said I couldn't keep it, so I called it a letter opener, and he said it was fine with that. Nice. Dave said, wasn't a huge fan of League, but did have some good stuff in it. I really, really like that. Yeah. So I said, I haven't seen the anniversary stuff. Vaguely remember being told at the time, but I forgot about it before I got round to watching it. Yeah, if you watch the anniversary ones, see if you can get your hands on that as well, because that one, as I say, this was the last thing they did. Yeah, this was like the last thing they've done. I think it was their final thing, and yeah, this follows on from that. So you get the specials, the anniversary specials, and then that follows on the stories because they end on cliffhangers. Steve said, Mike, would you buy old SA-80 bayonets? Be any of use to you? Well, yeah, I would have them. Yeah. You'd have to send me an email, Steve. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to anything. You know what I mean? I haven't seen all of what you just showed. Yeah, it's well worth looking. Every single thing there is worth watching. I would say, Archetype. Yeah, there's a bit more to it than people realised. You're right, Jim. We can see you. I can see you. Can you see us? Here's a good one. So I've got out after things we were talking about last night, but we've already spoke about them anyway. We must speak about Snuffbox though. But how many? I know Jim has seen this. Look. Yeah, Sarah. That's Psychoville's good, isn't it? And I'll tell you a little thing about Psychoville. So that's two of the same people from the League of Gentlemen, isn't it? Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith. Do you watch Inside Number 9? That's good. That's them two again. I'm going to give you an ever so slight little spoiler. It won't matter because you'll know it almost instantly. But I won't tell you who. But in a later episode in Inside Number 9, maybe the last series or the series before, a character from this pops up in it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Psychoville's great. I do like Psychoville. Yeah, I like Psychoville. Deep in the bunker, how you doing, mate? You right? Jim said, fuck you, YouTube. I'm just going to shut up and watch. We can see you. We can see your comments, Jim. Arkansas said, do they talk about the special stuff? I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. I'm in that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in both of them they do. Yeah. Riggs. Yeah. We'll get onto that in a bit. Remind me a little bit. There's dust on that. Remind me about that. We'll definitely get to that. Inside Number 9's worth watching. They're all each episode's its own single story, and it's like each episode's a mystery. They're often comedy based in Inside Number 9. Yeah, they're well worth watching. They're really good. So each episode's its own story. and they're mystery based with like a twist at the end. Think of like a UK sort of. I can't think of the programs, but like these sort of anthology things with a bit of a horror twist. They're not all horror. Inside Number 9, that's all of that is on BBC iPlayer as well. That's a sorry now, so it begins. Yes, please, before my laptop had a breakdown. I heard, what do I want you to do with the sticker? Can you keep hold of it, please? I flatly refuse to take those swords out of my car. All right, definitely. Yes, I'll keep hold of it. You never know, depends on how long. I might even have your sword ready by then. Let's see. I'm going to get to your proper favourite in a minute, Jim. You just wait. But yeah, Monkey Dust is fucking excellent. If you've never seen that, this is probably my favourite character, Ivan Dobsky. Although I've never done it, I fucking love him. Yeah, Ivan Dobsky, even though I've never done it. He's had like 25 years in prison. He didn't actually do anything. Zed said Jumbo Turbo, yeah, shame about Monkey Dust. One of the fellas who did it died, I think. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Monkey Dust, fucking, if you've never seen that, right, put it this way, every single thing I show tonight, I would recommend you watching. Yeah, I've not bought down anything I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, but I've never done it. It was Mr. Hopper, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I love that. Ivan Dobsky is my favourite character in that. Where is it? Ivan, after all, who is not the me-safe murderer, is released from prison after 27 years on his space hopper, and DJ Dr. Fox finally gets what's coming to him. But yeah, this. So I think you can get. I think this one's a bit like Titty Bang Bang, that the third series was never released on DVD, but I may be wrong. But I'm pretty sure these are on YouTube. And they're all... So it's got quite a few famous actors doing the voices, isn't it? But I think it's done by... So each cartoon is sort of done by different artists, so they look different. Yeah, that was a proper decent, that was. But yeah, that's one of them. Not many people have heard of. So now this is Jim's favourite. If you've not seen this is a fucking proper treat. I'll tell you what, the DVD's worth owning. But the fucking extras on this are mental. So look, that's what it says the extras are, for a start. Yeah, you're right, Jim. I don't think there's anything that as darkly humoured as this, is there? Nothing. I've never seen anything that is as darkly humoured as Jam. Nothing, is there? Nothing at all. Yeah, as Jim said, unmatched. There is nothing. No TV show anyway. No comedy TV shows as dark as that. Nothing. Not that I've seen anyway. The fucking DVDs on this. There's one where you can watch the whole TV series as big as a postage stamp. And there's another fucking DVD extra where it tells you not to do it because when you do it, it stops all the controls working on your DVD player. So you can't actually turn you can't turn it off. You end up having to unplug your DVD player from the fucking from the mains. Yeah, plumb my baby. Yeah, fuck's sake, Jim. Yeah, that is one of the darkest fucking scenes ever. And there's a lot of stuff like that. There's that one, the dead baby. So it's got like dead baby jokes, and the one with the fucking parents whose kid goes missing, and they just don't care. But it's not that they don't care. It's just they're acting like he's just out on a fucking just out and about, where he's actually been murdered and raped. It's fuck. That's how dark it is. Yeah. Shit my leg off. Come green. Yeah, that's well worth looking at. Sarah said, I know I've seen Jam, but it was a very long time ago. I was very young and stoned. Remember very little. Yeah, that's well worth watching again. I'll tell you what is worth looking up. So that's the TV series. That was based on a radio program originally, which is Blue Jam. Chris Morris's Blue Jam. Blue Jam, a lot of the sketches from this are actually in that. And they've been put into this, and they've just kept the exact audio and just put scenes to it. But yeah, it wouldn't get made today. It wouldn't get made today. Dad said, I think my favorite was the pedo finder general, yeah, from Monkey Dust. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Yeah, the other good one was the bloke who used to come home after he'd been doing all these terrible sexual fucking things, and then he'd be fucking quoting the scenes from some film, wouldn't he? I've got Akira up there. If you ever want to talk manga and anime stuff, remind me one night and we'll do that. Most of tonight's going to be TV series and a bit of films. Yeah, Chris Morris is excellent. No, Sarah, I agree. She said that it'd never get made now. It wouldn't. It definitely wouldn't, would it? Archetype said Akira's a bit dark, but this. Oh, I've got Urotsuka Doji. If you want to talk about Urotsuka Doji and Akira, save that for another night. Up there, I've got Urotsuka Doji 1 and 2 up there. Yeah. Dad said, I know it's a film, but even Aliens is pretty dark humor. I've got that as well. I have got that. We'll let Dave stay for that joke. I think he was just I think he's just joining in with the with the terrible Chris Morris stuff. Let's say. It's a Rolf Farris where. Fuck's sake. JT said, I'm proper drunk. Nice to catch up with the stream. Just saw Netflix doing the Grimsby Brothers. That's solid. Yeah, I've not seen that yet. I've not seen that. Jim said, everything Chris Morris has ever did has been top notch. It is. You're right. It is. Yeah, the Day-to-Day and Bra Side was great. I ain't got them on DVD, though. But, yeah. Proper decent. And he does like to go very, 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 very dark. And sort of highly offensive, but in a funny way. He's very fucking shockingly, brilliant. Brilliant. Dave said, you can't unload the golf balls with a pitchfork. Yeah, I've got Evil Aliens. That should be... I won't really be able to get it, though, but it's up there somewhere. I've got fucking hundreds of DVDs. But I said, a picture is only good for sharpening... No, a pick is only good for sharpening at camp. I'm recommending a metal file for the rough work and a stone to get it ready. Did someone ask about that? A puck. I'll start drinking in a minute, by the way. I'm just drinking my coffee first. So I've got a couple of films here that you might or might not have seen. Because, you know, I'm a fan of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. I quite like Alice Lowe as well. Alice Lowe is the female in it. I can't remember her character now. No, it's gone. But anyway, Alice Lowe, she's in quite a few comedy programs, and she directs her own films now. She directed Prevenge, which is a... If you've never seen Prevenge, actually look it up. It's a comedy horror. Comedy horror about a pregnant woman whose baby is telling her to kill people. And she was really pregnant at the time. But anyway, I don't have that on DVD. But another good film of hers, and this is what's his fucking name? Ben Wheatley. You know, if you know Ben Wheatley, he's a good director. Who's ever seen this? Timbo said, I remember Chris Morris when he had Alan Partridge as a sports correspondent on the TV series. I can't remember what it's called. That was the Day to Day, I think, Timbo. That was the Day to Day. Yeah, that's well worth watching. If you haven't seen Sightseers. But yeah, that's from the director of Kill List, which again is really good. And that's all. That's got Steve Oram in, which is that bloke there. You'll see him in quite a few comedy things. But there's another fucking. I'd recommend watching this at least once in your life because it's so fucking weird. It's got a lot of quite famous actors in it. So, did anyone ever watch this when I recommended it to them in the end? So it's got Julian Barrett in, Noel Fielding. So that's them two from The Mighty Boosh, which again is really good. Toy Wilcox is in it. Tom Meaton. This fucking film's mental. No one actually speaks any English in it. And all of the characters, it's like a weird experimental film where all of the characters just grunt like gorillas. And they act like gorillas as well. Oh. In a primate-like society, a roaming alpha male in his beta head into town and make a move to take over. They hook up with a rebellious female and a deadly feud is ignited between two tribes. Well, if you can get that, honestly, it's fucking mental. It's really, really, really weird, though. Jim said, I was introduced to jam on ketamine. It has always stayed extra surreal to me. I bet it fucking has. I bet it has. Jay said, much love from afar. Mersey Minded. Oh, Mersey Minded. How you doing, mate? You all right? Nice to see you on. No, I'll be honest with you. I don't know many people who have seen that. I think the only person I managed to get to watch that was Weapons and Stuff. Dad said, Mike, you remember? I said last night in the mid-70s to early 90s, there was second golden age of sci-fi. I got to thinking the mid-70s, early 90s were pretty good for horror too. You're right, they were. It's the only... Yeah, you're definitely right there, Zed, definitely. We'll have to do a night on horror one night, on 70s to 90s horrors if you want to do that. Yeah, the only reason I know about this, Sarah, is because of who's in it. Because it's got Julian Barrett and Noel Fielding. And Tom Meaton, he's good as well. Who else is in it? But there's quite a lot of English comedians in it. Yeah, it's fucking mental. Totally bizarre. But no one speaks any English in it. And do you mind if I do one little spoiler? Fucking. There's some brilliant bits in this. Absolutely brilliant bits. There's one bit where because obviously they're humans, that they're animals. It'll only be a minor spoiler, but it'll just give you a clue of what kind of shit goes on in it. There's a bloke trying to shag a mouse at one point. Down an alley. Oh god. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Got that right there. There you go. On like a video shop. Yeah, that's fucking decent. I suppose that is comedy, isn't it? I suppose that is comedy. Yeah, that's great. I bought that recently. I've seen it loads of times, but I only ever had it on video. So I thought I better get it on fucking DVD. Deep in the Bunk said The Grey Man was 2 hours of pure trash. It was a waste of my life. Yeah, who else said they watched that? Oh, Metallic, I missed that. You know, I watched The Grey Man the other day. Christ, it was long, and it kept having to pause it for a while, as it's quite disjointed for me. All over my thoughts are, I've seen it now, and I don't have to watch it again. That's sake. Oh, God. Anything you not got. Well, we tried that last time, and everyone started being smart asses and coming up with loads of things that no one ever heard of. Oh God. Dumbo Sabu said you can't beat Revenge of Billy the Kid. I saw that the first time, pissed on vodka. Yeah, I've seen the Revenge of Billy the Kid at least 50 times probably. I'll get that because that's worth showing that. I can get that right reasonably easily, I think. Oh, where the fuck is it? I've moved it. Bollocks. It's got to be right at the top. All right, it is a horror comedy. So you've never. This is well worth watching as well. I hope you're not writing all these down. Yeah, it's not a western. Fuck's sake. Don't get dizzy up that high, Mike. Revenge of Billy the Kid is an outrageous farce like no other comedy film you've seen. Its bizarre blend of murder and mirth, terror and titters simply defies sane description. When horny-handed Farmer Giles McDonald has his wicked way with the farmyard goat, little does he realise the freakish consequences of his strange desires. There you go. Billy the Kidder. Oh, Darren, I'll definitely check it. Don't worry about that, mate. I'll definitely check it. Archetypes of Fear and Loathing is a real story or document. Well, I suppose it was based on Hunter S. Thompson's book, isn't it? Which was based on a real thing, wasn't it? Cat said, "You heard of Blockbusters? Welcome to Mockbusters, where every DVD costs £1." Yes. Oh god. Danny said, "You know what, mate? When I connect live, I always forget to like live." Oh, thank you. Yeah, give it a like. Dad said, "I bought Vampire Motorcycle. Was a pretty weirdish and funny horror as well." Yeah, you told me about that, Zed, and I really like that. I didn't think I was, because I'm not much of a fan of Neil Morrissey, but he's good in that, isn't he? Sarah said, "What's your system of organising DVDs? Do you have them in genres?" Yeah, that is what I do. I have them in genres. So this pile here that's the stuff that I've bought recently. Like a lot of it I've seen, but it's DVDs I've watched recently that I have to get through. Down there are westerns. Down there are a load of horror series. So things like the whole set of Friday the 13th, the whole set of Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole set of Halloween, all stuff like that. Up there is a whole shelf of Stephen King films and zombie films. Above that is all modern and like horrors from the last 20 years. And it goes like one end's like more modern, it goes earlier as it goes along. Here is sci-fi's and fantasy films, and then my sort of Asian sort of like the Japanese, Korean sort of stuff, and then I've got comedy films. This up here is all TV shows, complete big shelf up there, all TV stuff. And then this here, you can't see, is that's all gangster films. And then I've got a drawer down there with sort of random stuff like war films and dramas and stuff that don't really fit anywhere else. That I am going to need to put a new shelf up soon, though. I'm running out of fucking space again. Right. Nukem High I have seen Deep in the Bunker 8 years ago. Welcome to work. I've never heard of that one, Samuel. You'll have to send me a link to that. Jumbo Selbo said, "I thought Revenge of Billy the Kid was a documentary of everyday life in Norfolk." Matat said, "Neil Morrissey as in Men Behaving Bad." Yes, yeah. I weirdly enough, in the old days, Men Behaving Badly I quite enjoyed. But then after that, I went off of him. I didn't like him. I don't know if it was just because he turned into he became a bit more famous for being like a weird womanizer, didn't he? And it sort of put me off him a bit. You know what I mean? Like, keep carrying on with married women and shit. I think that put me off him a little bit. And I'd heard of the film, the Vampire Motorcycle thing, but I'd never watched it. And then Zed recommended me it, and it's fucking brilliant. It's really good. Really good. Dave said, "I have all my DVDs in cash converters what I used to." Blood Drive, no. The Possessed Turd was a stroke of jeans. Yeah, good, ain't it? It's good. Jumbo Boost, Mike, have you ever seen Saffron Silk? No, you lot mention that quite often. And that is actually on it's on a channel at the minute. That's on somewhere on Sky at the minute. Cross Tactics, right, mate? So sorry to butt in. I don't have much time. Have you seen Man from Toronto? No, I haven't. What's the gym fight scene? They all have automatic pistol crossbow. Oh, I'll look into that. Nice one. Yeah, that's relevant there. Dan said, how do you categorize your adult films? They're all just set together, but make sure they're pointing up that way so no one can see the spines. Good question. Where's the porn stash? Some under there, but it's not a futon. I'm not having that. There's no futon. Some in this drawer here with the dramas and the war films. The Cottage is good, yeah, with Andy Serkis and Reece Shearsmith. Yeah, I've seen that. But actually, I loved Men Behaving Badly. Don't think I've seen him in anything since. Yeah, you give Vampire Motorcycle, or I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle a go. I think you'll like that if you like him. Oh, they stuck together. No, fuck off. Dave said Neil Morrissey became weird when he acted big on himself, big to himself, on to as himself. Yeah, I just went off of him, but he's good in he does more serious stuff now anyway, don't he? Porn collector, DVD collector. Well, last time I got raided by the police, when the police was talking to me, one of them actually said, "That's a nice DVD collection you've got under that bed," meaning the pornos. Yeah, and then when they took me off in the handcuffs, they was supposedly they were slagging me off. So yeah. Timbo said, I bought a zombie motorcycle once, bled my wallet dry. Here's another one you might not have seen. Who's ever seen this? This has got some good actors in. Rob Brydon and Julia Davis. Who's seen Human Remains? That's a good one. Each episode in that is different. It's all about weird freak show couples. That one. Fucking makes me piss myself laughing. Look at them. Do you like it, Sarah? It's good, isn't it? I like it. Human Remains is great. The fucking relationships in that. Oh, God. Zed said, Jumbo Sabu said they were, yes. They used to show them at 6 as well, just in time to give young kids nightmares. Metallic, you know, that one's worth a watch. That's well worth a watch, Metallic. Rob Brydon, Julia Davis, both good actors. Yeah. So the episodes are called An English Squeak, Straight as a Flute, Sliver In, Hairless, All Over My Glasses, and More Than Happy. It's quite dark, actually. It's quite dark. Oh, here you go, Sarah. There you go. Yeah, if we're talking about Julia Davis. Yeah, Nighty Night's fucking great as well. That's quite dark. Got Kevin Alden in it as well. He's in Jam. Yeah. Nighty Night's great. Dave said, I got the room searched when I was in my late teens. They took me away and left all my porn on my bed for months. You bastards. Said, I'd completely forgotten about it. The one where she's a tribute artist stuck in my head the most. Yeah, yes. That one would have been that one. Yeah, and she claims all the songs are her own. She says they're her songs and she wrote them, and they're all some fucking other singer, like a proper famous singer as well, aren't they? Yeah, it's not like she's covering something obscure. She's covering these songs, saying they're her own songs, and it's fucking Alanis Morissette in it. It's Alanis Morissette songs, and she's claiming that they're like her songs and she wrote them. Cross Tactics said British obscure comedies are loved worldwide. I bet they are. Yeah, Nighty Night was good. That was well worth that's well worth having a watch. My dad used to like that as well. There's certain things he wouldn't like, but I remember he did like Nighty Night. Raven said, "Hi, Mike. I had my hand in my air rifle. No, I had hand in my air rifle to the cops because I suffer from depression. Said it was a sorry, I got fucking hiccups. Danger to myself. A couple of grand's worth gone. But didn't give a fuck about my crossbows. That's weird, isn't it? Do you know what? Technically, I don't think they should even be allowed to do that unless they're firearms. Or were they firearms? Like, you know, air rifles that was over the limit. But yeah, that's fucked up, isn't it? It's cuntish. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Jumper Sabu said, what was that Peter Weller movie? As that was messed up. As was Eraserhead. I've got Movie Drome up there. And funnily enough, I've seen Eraserhead before. Eraserhead is fucking fucked up. David Lynch film. David Lynch's first film. That is now in the American sort of archive of films because it's classed as sort of historically significant. And it's a fucking really good film, Eraserhead. But it's weird as fuck. And some of it's actually horrible. It's so fucking weird. But Eraserhead is not comedy. Well, I don't know. If you're fucked in the head, you might. Well, I'm quite fucked in the head, but I don't find Eraserhead funny at all. Some of it is nightmarishly fucking horrible. Just because it's so fucking surreal. Taps are right. Can't keep this to myself any longer. This weekend, it's the weekend, and this is fucking shite, ain't it? Piss off, you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Freestyler said, "You're a good old A-camp who gives me very solid and nice contrast to the really good man you've become." Thank you, Freestyler. I appreciate that. Now, do you remember or like the old Carry On? Do you know what? I've got a weird thing with Carry On films. I like watching them just to see how, because they probably wouldn't be allowed to be made now because it would be sexist, misogynistic, and all that. And I like watching them just for how different they are, and that they're not particularly offensive, are they? But they would not be allowed to be made nowadays. Yeah. I watch the old cans. I know a couple of people fucking hate them, but I watch them for a different reason. I find them funny because they're so fucking like of their time. It's bizarre watching them back, thinking, you know. Oh, Naked Lunch. I've seen Naked Lunch, but I don't own it. Naked Lunch is David Cronenberg. I'm going to start a David Cronenberg collection soon. So I said Mark Gatiss from A League of Gentlemen was in 99 as well. With the tick like the cat trying to lick his own back. That's it, exactly. Where did I put them? I think because one of them had the fucking picture of that. I think. Oh no, that's well fucking hell, I need to choke then. That's when he's I think he's ejaculating there. Oh, fucking hell. Benny Hill is still shown on the telly sometimes over here. Raven, yeah, because I tried to end it all after my wife passed. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, Naked Lunch was good. Does anyone remember the short film The Waterloo Handicap? No, I've never seen that. Jim said Nighty Night was great. Kevin Eldon is the greatest comedy actor no one's ever heard of. Do you know, I'm quite a fan of Kevin Eldon. Jim, if you look up, there is the Kevin Eldon show. He did get his own show once, Kevin Eldon did. Yeah. Kevin Eldon's in a lot of things, and he's fucking excellent. And I'm quite a fan of Kevin Eldon, actually. Yeah, there is the Kevin Eldon show. So search that out. It's just pretty good, actually. It's very surreal, and he's definitely got that sort of surreal touch. You'd probably imagine him, being quite surreal. Just turn my phone off. Oh, it's Kevin. That's it. Not the Kevin Eldon. It's good. It's Kevin, isn't it? Yeah. Cheers, Jim. Yeah, it's Kevin, isn't it? Yeah. Freestyle said, "What you drinking tonight, son? All beer. I've got vodka. So I've got and a bit of absinthe. I'm gonna drink the rest of my absinthe. But I'm gonna get us some more metallic. In fact, I'm gonna order it tonight. Yeah, it's on YouTube, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna have a bit of absinthe. 69% absinthe, and I've got that. I won't be drinking all of this. So I've got that, and I've got 2 of these. I won't be drinking that much because that's about a litre of fucking vodka there. That's it. Never mind those guns real. Are those DVDs real? Yeah, what I never told you is all of these cases are empty. Oh, Christ. We'll have to play this anyway now.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
Yeah, what about this one? Who's seen this one? Which my DVDs weren't so covered in fucking dust. This is good. Operation Good Guys. And this was created, written and directed partly by Ray Burdiss, who is the same bloke who is the two people who made Operation Good Guy also made Love, Honor and Obey. I don't know which one was first. So I think this was first, but I may be wrong about that. That's really good. I think there's 2 series of that. No, 3. Yeah, if you've never seen Operation Good Guys, fucking brilliant. Brief Fire had been watching Trailer Park Boys. I never got my Trailer Park Boys DVD down in the end. I got the box set up there. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Trailer Park Boys. Dan said, are any of yours obsolete calibers? No, I don't own any obsolete calibers, Dan. I'll get a little bit paranoid about them because of what happened. Because if the police find obsolete calibers, often you'll probably end up getting a court over it to prove that it's legal, depending on what mood they're in. You know what I mean? So I don't bother. The problem is they find a gun that looks like a fully working gun, you'll end up getting caught. Even though it's legal. Ted said, here's a link to Waterloo Handicap. Somewhat strange. I'll watch that, but you may have to email me it. What's that, Metallic? Something. Oh, hang on. What's that? Oh, you on about Crash? Yeah, I quite like Crash actually, Metallic. Yeah, Crash is good. I've been meaning to buy that. As I say, I want to start the David Cronenberg films I've got. I've got Rabid, Shivers, Videodrome. Yeah, I don't own a lot of Cronenberg films. Oh, and one other. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's not. It's one of his. It's like a serious film. A Dangerous Method. But yeah, I like David Cronenberg stuff's excellent. Yeah, David Cronenberg does some great films. Identity. Don't know if I've seen that. You said Good Guys was excellent. Remember when the specky bloke had the shit in his sports bag? Funny as fuck. It's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, if you've never seen that, search that out. It's fucking brilliant. Really, really, really sort of good piss take of the police. Because it ain't like a tribute to the police. It's like a piss take of them. They're the most inept police you've ever seen, ever. Not Lord Flashlight said, good morrow, Migley from the mines of Mount Buckshire. What's cracking? Let's get this fucking coffee gone and start drinking. DVDs are cracking tonight. Oh fuck! I forgot my fucking Samurai Bird said what? Hang on, let's write down the bottom of that one. I'll come to that in a second. I'll catch up with that one. Dark Angel, never seen it. Ray Star said, what's the best gangster movie you know? Like The Godfather, Goodfellas, Once Upon a Time in New York. That's difficult. The Godfather, all of them 3 you said are fucking excellent. I don't really know. My gangster films are there. Do you want me to read out all my gangster films for you? Some are gangster films and some are sort of gangster films. You know what I mean? So I've got Legend, The Craze, Fall of the Craze, Rise of the Craze, Goodfellas, The Long Good Friday, Get Carter, Once Upon a Time in America, The Godfather Trilogy, Carlito's Way, The Usual Suspects, Ghost Dog, Scarface, History of Violence, Casino, Donnie Brasco, The Limey, Natural Born Killers, Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Reservoir Dogs, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, True Romance, Revolver, Rock and Roller, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, The Hard Word, Shooters, Heat, Get Shorty, State of Grace, Sexy Beast, Mesrine, Villain, Chopper, Death Wish, Dead Man's Shoes, Let Him Have It, Outlaw. And then these are sort of gangster films, but not. Some of them, they're not all. Wanderers, ID, The Warriors, Nikita, Leon, Sin City, Bring Me the Head of the Machine Gun Woman, Ripley's Game, Gangster Number One, and Drive. So some of those were gangster and some ain't. But yeah, Gangster Number One's good. That gave me a headache doing that. Fuck's sake. Oliver said, hey, mate, my dad just told me he owns a fireable shotgun, but it's legal because it's pre-1939, a muzzle loader. Where's that gone? And has a separate ignition. That probably is legal. That probably is, but I couldn't promise you that. Scarface is good. Gangster Number One's good. Jim said, there was that Canadian spin-off of Good Guys. Just as funny. Anything Canadian seems to be hilarious. You know, I've never seen that. I'll have to look into that. I'll look into that. Right. Sarah Bird said what?
But I always say the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
Simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist.
What?
What country you from?
What?
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English in what?
What?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Yeah.
So you understand the words I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
What?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more time.
Tusk was good. I'm going to go and get my I've got to go and get my vodka in a minute. So I'll have to play a longer clip. Yeah, Tusk was fucking weird. Tusk was well weird. Lord Francis had just picked up a new blade, cold steel 1849 rifleman's knife. Looks lovely. Will advise when it arrives. Yeah, I don't know that one, I don't think. I don't think I know that one. Not off the top of my head. Someone remind me, or Darren remind me to check. I'll tell you what, I'll just check it on here quickly. Let me get this bloody message up for him. Although it's not the right time to ask me to read messages while I'm live streaming, to be honest. But yeah, one of the mods deleted. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, for your own protection. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's is that a Tanto, Darren? I don't even know if it's still on. It's first knife you showed I've actually got one of them. And the second one is, I don't know what that is. That looks a bit like a cold steel, but not. Right, I'll be doing a late night live stream tonight, by the way. So I'll be on here until about 12:30. And then I will be going in the Wendy house and carrying on. So, seeing how you doing, mate? And he said, I like Casino scene when they killed Joe Pesci. Spoiler alert. That is a very good graphic scene. Do you know what, Mother? Weirdly enough, I didn't sell any this time. Weirdly, if I do a video, when I do a video, I'll sell all of my stuff that I advertised that day. I had people saying I wouldn't mind, but no one bought any though. So, yeah. Strange. It'll sell eventually, though. Just trying in a longer clip for you to play. I won't be long. I've only got to go down, grab a glass, get my tonic water. I won't punish you with 4 minutes of diarrhea like I did yesterday. Now, I'll put my fake adverts on. Well, they're not fake adverts. They're real. Metallic. That is Tusk is the Walrus film. Yeah, don't say no more. Right, I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to play my adverts for a bit. I won't be long. Welcome to the Weapon Collector shopping channel. The only place you'll find all Weapon Collector's merchandise. Mugs, banners, t-shirts, glasses, and lots more. All found on Weapon Collector shopping centre. Now that is some good coffee. But that is actually the cheapest coffee you can buy. As soon as you put it in a Weapon Collector mug, this is gourmet shit basically. It's essentially the cheapest you can buy. Anything you put in a Weapon Collector mug will just be transformed into the ultimate drink. But that is just beautiful. Don't forget your pint glasses. Cheers. Just look at that. You think that was straight out of a pub. Nothing says refreshing pints like the Weapon Collector pint glass. And don't forget the t-shirts. And there also isn't just t-shirts. There is literally all kinds of clothing you can buy in the Weapon Collector range. Different designs as well. You can get the knuckle design, you can get the thumbs up merch. I'll drink a bit more of this one in a minute. And much, much more. We've even got Christmas clothes if you want it. Don't forget your banners while you're there. We all love the Weapon Collector weapon boards. Now you can own your own in your own home. No worries about any issues with police or locking your guns up. Can't take these away. You've heard me talk about the merch. If you don't believe me, listen to these happy customers.
This is the best mug I ever bought, and I have thousands of them.
Go anywhere in a Weapon Collector t-shirt.
Look what I got. Weapon Collector. I'm sure you all know him. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing. Good job, Mike. Really good. I'm really impressed.
Hey, get yourself a mug today.
That's right, motherfucker. Weapon Collector merchandise. I joined the bandwagon.
Everybody loves a bit of bottom.
Even volley song knives are better with Weapon Collector merch.
So there you go. Weapon Collector merchandise. Link is in the description. Just go to the website as shown on the screen. Cheers.
Absolutely phenomenal deal we have for you. Forecast is one of the top-selling mugs ever. Straight from the WC collection. Amazing nuances of color. One of a kind. Left or right-handed. This is a one-of-a-kind mug only sold at the WC merch store. Now at only £9.99. Worth at least £199. Never burn your mouth again. Keeps hot drinks hot and cold drinks cold. Do you like water? This mug even makes plain water taste better. It's unbelievable. Do not miss out on this absolutely stunning piece. Can hold water, tea, coffee, all liquids. Not piss, or diarrhea though, so don't even try it. Available worldwide in all the colors. £9.99. Get in early. These are selling out like Viagra at an old folks' home. Get yours now. Link is in the description. We have 1 million of these mugs in stock right now. Do not miss out.
My name is Don. I bought this mug to support Weapon Collector, but it actually made me the coolest person in my village. Women are all over me now. I'm like sex on legs to them after buying that mug. It's fucking insane. I highly recommend it. Do not miss out, it will change your life.
Yeah, I'll end that there. Get your mugs in, get your glasses in, get everything in. Talking about people called Don. Actually, saying that, yeah, there's a Don in there's a Don in 99, isn't there? But going on to a new one. This is pretty good. I wouldn't say this is one of my favourite things, but I think this is worth watching. Who's ever seen How Not to Live Your Life? That's quite good. Pretty sure his name's Don, isn't it? Oh, yeah, no, it is Don. Yeah. Don Danbury. Right, I'm back. Cheers. I nearly dropped my drink already. That tastes weird. Maybe that wasn't vodka in that little bottle I had the other day. This is watered down fucking tonic water, so maybe it's that. Yeah, Oscar for Weapon Collector. I've been nominated quite a few times, but I just don't tell people. And often I send up some kind of famous actor to go and collect it for me. They put my name up as like Hugh Jackman and shit like that. But really they actually mean me. They don't want to embarrass everyone by thinking, he's got so many Oscars. Jim said, nice to see my teas. Did it get to that bit? The funny thing is, Jim, the little thumbnail for that video is you going like that for me. Fuck's sake. Did it get to this bit? I played the whole thing for this.
After a hard day's graft, nothing quite relaxes me like a nice cold pint of vodka. Oh dear. So don't be an arse. Get a Weapon Collector glass.
All of that merch is really available as well, by the way. And actually, that glass featured in your latest video today as well, didn't you? Samurai Bird said, Harry Potter Radcliffe has some movies, Horns, Swiss Army Man, and Guns Akimbo, all great films. I have seen Horns. That is good, isn't it? And Swiss Army Man's fucking good as well. Totally mentally bizarre. Yeah, you want to see something really, really, really surreal? Yeah, a good shout there, Samurai. Yeah, fucking hell, fucking Swiss Army Man. That's it. No one's seen that one then. That's not bad though. So another one I don't know many people have seen. If anyone does watch that boxing and it's early enough that I'm still streaming, don't do any spoilers for people, please. Because the mods might end up blocking you, even though I'm missing a mod tonight. Who wants to be a mod to replace Tactical? Oh, God. Alex said, you've made it when you got your own pint glass. Exactly. Who's ever seen this then? I bet most of you haven't seen this one. Tactical, your comment didn't even show. You had to be allowed. That comment had to be allowed. He said, screw this, I'm off over the Slingshot Warriors channel. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, this is where you're going.
George, I say goodbye to you. I go to the nether regions, to the frontiers of the unknown.
No one's seen that one then. Horrible. There you go. And that's probably the most obscure ones. Now everything else will be stuff we spoke about last night. There goes Tactical. What's my favourite action film? I don't know. I'll be honest with you, Sarah. Horrible's not brilliant, but it's something that's... I did enjoy it the first time it came out. It's got fucking Johnny Vaughan doing acting. I think it was the one and only time he ever did any acting. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's absolutely brilliant, but it's something that I don't know many people have ever seen it. But I did tweet to Ricky Grover that I was about to watch Horrible a couple of years ago, and he did reply to me. In fact, I'm not so bad. I'd send him to the nether regions. I don't blame him. I would though. Yeah, here's one I bought the other day. I've seen all of these as well, but you know what, Jim? I've not seen all of Ideal. I don't know how the fuck you'd even explain Horrible. It's bizarre. I don't know how you'd even explain it. Dave, just don't check out scene 13, the greenhouse. Right, let's see if I'm right. Scene 13, the greenhouse. Who wants to see if I'm right? Where is Scum? Why is it not up there? The fuck is it? Did I read out Scum while I was reading them? If I'm not lent my Scum to someone, I'm not giving it back at it. Scene 13, the greenhouse. Let's see if I was right. Fuck's sake. That's what I was about to show. I haven't watched it yet since I bought it, but I've obviously seen Game On years ago. But and then I watched it again about 5 or 6 years ago. But you couldn't get Series 3 on YouTube at the time. So yeah, I bought that the other day. Game On was fucking excellent. I know Metallic loves Game On. Dan said, I think Dan should get a pity spanner. Good try. Good try. Worth a try. Uncle Albert, how you doing, mate? You right? You know what? I want to buy Ideal eventually, but yeah, I'm waiting. It's quite cheap at the minute, but there's quite a few series of that. It's more than I thought. Obviously, there are two. Yeah, there's two versions of Scum, isn't there? I think it was a TV. It was essentially a TV play version originally, wasn't it? And I think people enjoyed it so much they just redid it with all the same actors and made it a bit bigger. Jim said, been watching House of Fools. Matt Berry is in it. Very funny. Funny thing is, Jim was going on about House of Fools last night. I love House of Fools, but it's really expensive to buy on DVD. It's about 20 fucking quid. But I did find out it's on. I had a look last night. It's on Daily Motion, isn't it? Where are you watching it, Jim? I love House of Fools. I like Vic and Bob, and Matt Berry is actually one of my favourite actors. Yeah, I fucking love Matt Berry. Last night, I watched a video of Matt Berry in some kind of famous record shop, picking out music. And I was surprised that he actually did have a couple of things in common with me. Because he was ever had a Beach House. He picked a Beach House album. I quite like Beach House. Yeah, but I've got a couple of Matt Berry things. Yeah, we'll have to get onto it now. It's been sat there waiting all night. If you've never seen this, you really are missing out on life, I'll tell you. Yeah, Toaster London's great as well. I don't own Toaster London, but I would. It's just at the minute you don't really need it because you can get it. You can get it on. It's all on all four. The BBC in it. Toaster London. I've not seen Toaster Tinseltown yet, but yeah, Snuffbox are they're probably one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. I love Snuffbox. Very, very, very original. So I said I love Ideal. It's ages since I watched it, and I was a little up and down. But on the whole, I enjoyed it, and it was sad when they cancelled it. Yeah, I do want to watch that, but I've never got around to it. But Alex said, as long as I didn't lose my spanner, you wouldn't be able to, Dan. Maybe you can ask for a spanner for your birthday. Thing is, Metallic, I don't think he's ever getting one. I don't think I could ever give Dan one. You'd have to wait maybe 10 years' time, Dan. We'll see what happens. If you've behaved for 10 years, maybe. Jim says Snuffbox is Matt Berry's best. Rich Vulture too. Yeah, I like that so much that at one point I went on to, because Matt Berry does the music for this, don't he? And he is actually a musician. He is a proper musician, and he has got his own albums out. Because I like the music to this too. Yeah, and I actually got quite a few of his songs at one point. Downloaded them off of his what is it? Like Spotify or something like that. You know what I mean? It might have been on his website. Yeah. Fucking great that. The only thing there's one disappointing thing about the DVD, and it's not his fault. During Snuffbox, there's a bit where an old granny says, "That's the cunt." Well, that is still included in this, but the bit where Matt Berry says "cunt," I can't remember what when he says it. It might be when one of the, when he does the thing with the women and finds out they've got boyfriend. I can't remember. But anyway, there's a bit where one of the cunts is bleeped out for some reason on the DVD. It's a shame. Jim said, and of course, all of these evolved from the past. Yeah. Well, now you put it like that, yeah, I suppose they do. Yeah. Is Timbo off? You're right, Timbo. Good night, Timbo. Cheers for coming on, mate. Appreciate it. That is Matt Berry out of the IT crowd. That's fucking decent as well. I like that. But again, I've never bothered buying that because it's on all four and you can watch it easily. Freestyle said you've been drinking since you were in your early teens, so have I, and I'm in 47. You're almost as smart as me. It's only that English is not my first language. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you write that very well, Freestyler, for someone who ain't. Sarah said, I saw Matt Berry playing in Liverpool and had a chat with him afterwards. He was a nice bloke. I bet he was. That's excellent. Slightly jealous of you now. No, I love Matt Berry. I absolutely love him. He's one of my favourite fun comedians and actors. Yeah, he's great. Yeah, no, I imagine you can tell he'd be a nice bloke. You tell he'd be nice. How tall is he? Because he don't look very tall to me. Taller than me though. Not that matters, but maybe I could relate to him a bit more if he's a little bit taller than me. Yeah, John, how you doing, mate? Mike, I'm working on building up a set of covert body armor like you showed in the video 2 years ago. Nowhere I can get a good vest. Isn't there a website for surplus police gear? Most good surplus police gear you can actually get off eBay. Yeah, eBay. Sarah said it was a small venue and a good party atmosphere. He's not tall, but neither am I. Everyone's taller than me. Well, we'll see. You might have finally met someone who's not taller than you. Because everyone's taller than me. There you go. The tag said blue Nazi spanners are only for people above 40. Bitter, twisted, middle-aged nutters. That's amazing. Yes. Cheers to that, Metallic. Cheers to that. Oh, God. eBay is your best friend for surplus, exactly. So there's Snuffbox. Here's my fucking favourite TV show in the world, which I shall be getting one of the books for soon. I'll keep turning my light red. Oh, that's better. Probably my favourite. How tall are you going to make me tell you how tall I am? Depending on whether my shoes are on, about 5'5". Probably 5'4.5" without them. I think with my shoes on, I'm about 5'5.5". Without, I'm probably about 5'4.5". I can't actually remember, but I'm not tall. There's my favourite TV show ever. And they are Matt Holness, Alice Lowe, Matt Berry, and Richard Ayoade. That's the actors, not the actual characters. Because they're actual characters. Oh, Liz Asher, that's it. Yeah, Madeline Wool as Liz Asher. Garth Marenghi as Dr. Rick Douglas. Todd Rivers as Dr. Lucian Sanchez. And introducing Dean Lerner as Thornton Reed. I take my acting skills from Thornton Reed. If you've never seen that, you're missing out on life as well. This is partly what the Spyro Files is mainly inspired by. And then you got Man to Man with Dean Lerner, haven't you? Mother said, start selling crossbows with WC on them, and then like there's rebranded companies. Oh, do you know what? That's a good idea. I hadn't thought about doing the rebranding thing, but I had been thinking recently about buying maybe like redbacks, kitting them out with all my accessories and even the 3D printed ones, getting stocks for them, and start selling those as a whole kit to people. You all right, Nick? Oh God. Sarah said, you're a smidge taller than me. My fellow is actually a tiny bit shorter than me, but he doesn't reckon he is. That's difficult. See, I'm not bothered. I know everyone's taller than me, so I don't even pretend. I don't mean. Although the shorter you get, you do start adding on the, no one ever says they're 6'1.5". But if you're 5'4", you do add the ½ inch on. You have to. Oh God. No, you're all right, Jack. I'm sorry if I missed your or you saying you want your mod thing back. It keeps you happy. Well, no, if I've missed your comments. Oh, he said, I'm back. Am I back yet? Yes, you are, mate. You are. Jim said 3 pints with 9% Screwball, Scrumpy, and 4 Hobgoblins. I'm off to bed. It's great having you on, Jim, by the way. I know you're often not up this late. Yeah, it was great having you on, mate. Yeah, good night. See you later. And make sure you save a bottle of that for one night when I've got some. Oliver said, do you watch the YouTube channel Survival Lily? She wears less and less clothes. I don't, but I have heard that. That's a shame because she doesn't need to do that. She was, that wasn't like the reason people went on her things originally. But I suppose maybe she must have noticed that was getting the viewers in. Well, apparently 95% of people, if they bend over, can't spell a run out loud correctly. And their brain forces them to spell it backwards. Try it. Like, fuck you. You can fuck yourself. You dickhead.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Yeah, in all its 140 glory. Hang on. Was that Lord Flashlight on the telly?
How did that gobshite get on the television?
I ain't watching it, Nick. No, shove it up your ass, lol. 3 stars said, no, you're good, man. Even though you're short. You peach things to worry anytime. You know what? If you are a bit short, there's nothing wrong with using an equalizer, which I may have done many a time. Yeah. 3 stars said, a couple of days ago, I sent a picture of my ass to a female friend of mine, just so she could see how I look. An ass without wrinkles, just pure muscle. Oh, God. Dave said, Survival Lily knows her shit, including how to get subs. Well, there you go. Exactly. Oh, God. Yeah, I saw the knives down. They're nice. I couldn't see the end of that knife, so I couldn't see whether it was a tanto or not. I couldn't tell what the end of the knife was. I don't naughty step on my own tech, let's say. Right, while I'm here, might as well just say about supporting the channel. If anyone wants to support the channel, you can. But often there are people watching who do want to support, but they don't know how. There's a thing called coffee.com because I can't do the super chat stuff. So you can donate through coffee.com. There's a link in the top of the description saying donations, and it takes credit cards, debit cards, and PayPal really easily. And you just chuck me a couple of quid. And you can also leave me a message. People sometimes use it to get a message through, that definitely gets read. And I'll also play you your little video. So I'm just going to play a little 30-second clip showing you how to do it, so you can't say you don't know how. And I'll be back. So don't go nowhere. You can pay to make me read out stupid messages. We even had one night where people was paying £2 a time to insult me. So I don't mind. Please do. Seriously, do you know what? I don't actually watch Survival Lily stuff, but I know of her and all that. But I've never really watched her. Seriously, I haven't watched Survival Lily in a while. I like her, but I prefer it when she was doing stuff at the bug out camp more than anything else. Darren said the top one, the silver blade, is a Tanto, and the black one, I've got the little black one. I've got one of them because I was going to, you know, when I did my video about my weird, that was going to be my weirdest knife. I picked something else. It's the same with Wild Bear. She really knows her stuff, but goes camping in shorts and a vest. Mountain rescue would go down on her like a ton of bricks if anything happened. Yeah, I know what you mean. You can understand why they do it, but at the same time, they don't need to do it, do they? You know what I mean? I can understand why they do it. Yeah. I was going to joke about people looking at my tits, but it's, you know, not good enough. Oliver said Canadian Prepper is a good channel. Yeah, again, I don't watch him. You'll be surprised. I don't really watch any sort of prepping channels myself, because the problem is a lot of them are they're as bad as watching the news. Not all of them, and a lot of it I sort of know anyway, if that makes sense. You know, not, you know what I mean. I've read all the fucking books and that. A lot of the stuff isn't new, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm not massively into survival stuff now. I replaced Survival Lily with the Wild Woman Bushcraft, but I've gone off her stuff too. Oh no, I read that, didn't I? Darren, I'll have to let you know Monday night. I'll let you know Monday night. Metallic, did you hear me saying about the story, Zed's story? I've read about 3/4 of it. It's good. But yeah, I didn't have time to fucking finish it. Mother said Canadian Prepper is a fucking clickbaiter. That was it. It's like the Twitch hot tub streamers. They know exactly how to bring in the subs. Might get your chippy tits out of the lads. Fuck off. All right, maybe. Well, yeah, just for you fucking four on Twitch. They are. Now who's the perverts here? Who's the pervert? You did just... Someone take a fucking screenshot of that. That Tactical Pirate actually just asked me to get in a hot tub and get my fucking tippy tits out. There you go. Perverts. For him and Dan. They're the regulars on there. He's put you right in it as well, Dan. He's incriminated you in there. You're the first one on there every night. Yeah. Get the fuck out. Oh, God. I can't wait till you finished it. Yes, you're waiting for it. Oh, yeah. You know what? It took me an hour and 10 minutes and I didn't finish it tonight. Because I read the whole thing again. Oh, yeah, Nick, you're a pervert as well. He goes on there, said, who's the pervert? You were the one spending all your money on Cyberpunk on Metalworkers. Thing is, that's actually true. That is actually true. I can't deny that. It wasn't all my money, I'll have you know. Fuck's sake. Dave said, there are two types of men in the world, the perverts and the liars. Yeah, cheers to that, mate. Cheers to that. Exactly. Yeah, and this tactical's honest. I have to make my fucking tonic water flat. The fucking half of that's water. But partly why it was water, because I had to fill the rest of that water because I only had one bottle and it wouldn't have been enough. Oliver said, no tits, please. All right, and sub. Don't worry, you ain't going to get to see my tits, mate. I'm not like tactical. Oh, no, sorry. What happens on a drunk stream stays on a drunk stream. Did I show you the final videos, the DVDs? I forgot to show them. Oh, here's an interesting thing, though, saying that. Right. I'm going to go on my last little bit about TV shows and that. So, if you like Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, he's based off of Stephen King and James Herbert. I was listening to a podcast. Matt Holness on the King cast where they talk about Stephen King stuff. And I've always known this was partly based on... Well, I always thought that Dark Place was actually a copy of Stephen King's Kingdom Hospital, but it actually technically isn't. Both of these two shows are both based off the same thing. So this is based off The Kingdom, and this is based off Lars von Trier's The Kingdom. And it just so happened that they both got made around about the same time. That's not a comedy, though, but if you've never seen Stephen King's Kingdom Hospital, that's well worth watching. But yeah, that's my little thing about Dark Place. Sarah said, I'm only getting on board with the tits if there's dancing as well. That definitely ain't gonna happen, sadly, Sarah. I don't like disappointing. Well, yeah, I don't like disappointing women, but that seems to be like a common theme. But no, joking. No, that's a joke, by the way. That is a joke. I've not disappointed or satisfied a woman for a long time, so. Fuck's sake. Captain Pugwash said, does anyone watch the Slingshot channel? Who is that then? Who's that? Right, where am I? Then we got Man to Man Dean Lerner. Well worth watching. I love the characters in that. Yeah, Steve pissing in the driving seat. Yeah. I'll tell you, the other good character in that is the film director. What's his name? Randolph Kaya. Fucking hell, they ought to make a film of that. That'd be great. Yeah, Man Dean Lerner. These are the ones we were talking about last night. Then you've got the Armando Iannucci shows. If you've never seen those, they're well worth watching. What's that say? There are two things in the world that give us absolute total happiness. One is unwrapping a newly bought DVD. The other is seeing people fail. And then we got Sean Locke's 15 Stories High. Again, well worth watching. And then the other one was on about his Titty Bang Bang. If you've never seen that. Sarah, I'll see what I can do with this. Well, there's a donation fund. If people want to donate for the, if I get a certain amount, I'll buy some sparkly red sequin tassels. I don't think I could get drunk enough to do a fucking a tactical pirate though. In fact, the man-to-man episodes I watched were great. I think I prefer that. Do you really? You prefer it to Dark Place? Yeah, for me, Dark Place was the best TV show I've ever seen because I've never seen anything like it before and after, and I don't think you ever will. And it does something for me. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I can understand you liking Man, because you quite like Richard O'Reilly as well, don't you? You're a fan of his, aren't you? But he's good. He's excellent. I've got quite a few of Sean Locke's stand-ups as well. When he died, I bought all his stand-up DVDs. Oh, I forgot about that. And I've got a Draw Heel stand-up DVDs. I don't know if that's all of them. Yeah, I bought all his stand-up DVDs after he died. Keep it light. That's what we try to do on here. Don't always right. Depends what mood I'm in. That's all of them. You're off, Alex. Saint. See you later, mate. Says, get drunk, take a photo in nipple tassels. It can be the front cover of the Mills and Boone story. I'll let Tactical do that one if he's up for that. I don't think, no matter how drunk I get nowadays, I can't bring myself to do the nutterish things anymore. No matter how drunk I am. I always have a little bit now that stops me doing it. For fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. I reckon Tactical might, though. You lot pay for the tassels, I'll send them to him. That's it. Oh, leave me out of it. Oh, here's one that someone mentioned recently. and I forgot to show it. I think it might have been you, Metallic, mentioned this one. No smoking room. That's got old matey from Mitchell and Webb. Not David Mitchell. Robert Webb. And this is why he won't give Mike his address. I was just about to say that myself. He's a fucker, he is. He's got my address. He's always sending me things. I offered to send him something. No, not have my address. Well, you can't trust me. Fucking hell. He definitely won't now. This, yeah, hang on. Yeah, I read that, didn't I? Tactical said, "Fuck it, in for a penny, in for a pound. Just send the one. I'll swing that around." Actually, he's lost so much weight, he's probably not got any moves anymore, so it wouldn't even work. Well, yeah, he would just need to be swinging on the end of something else. So I said, "Oh, that is a good one." One of the old fellow who says "fuck off" a lot. Yeah, old mate, what the old security guard bloke? Yeah. Now, I've not seen the smoking room for ages, but I thought I'd buy it. The DVDs I have here are the things I bought recently, but I've not watched. So I have seen this, but I've not watched it since I bought it. I also bought, I thought I'd get these, because I've never seen these properly, and I don't know. I think they're all right. I got that. Quite a few people I know have seen that. They're all right. I've seen episodes of them. I'll tell you who's fucking good in them. Joe fucking, what's his name? Joe... Oh, I can't remember now. Fucking what's his name? Joe Wilkinson. Yeah, the episodes I've seen of him and her, I liked Metallic. Yeah, bloody hell, I'd forgotten about smoking. Yeah, it's good when you get these old ones out. People are like, oh fuck, I forgot they even existed. Yeah, I've got all of Father Ted up there, but I never got them down because I know like. What I've tried to do with the ones I've got here are the ones that people might not have known. So up there, I've got all of like the classics, like Bottom, The Young Ones, Alan Partridge, Trigger Happy TV, Bo Selector, Father Ted. Oh, Russell Tovey. Yeah, he is good actually, isn't he? I forgot his name. Yeah. So I said, Mike, did you notice? I said, oh, sorry, Zed. I did see you sent me that, and then I fucking forgot. Tactical said, are they up there or far away? What do you mean the DVDs? Well, for a 6-foot person, they'd probably be about like here. But for me, I've got to like jump up. So I'm just checking these emails quickly. Oh, thank you, Architect. You sent me a link, didn't you? Cheers, mate. Oh, and Zed sent me the Waterloo Bridge handicap. What is that? Oh, is that the... Do you know what? Weirdly enough, that sounds... Do you know what that's just reminded me of? Oh, that reminds me of a scene in Armando Iannucci show. Where there's a bloke who's he's in a wheelchair and he's trying to catch a train, but he can't catch the train because there's steps. So he can't catch it. So he works and works. As a kid, works and works and works at it until he becomes the fucking CEO of all the trains in Britain. And then you see him flying around in a helicopter, and you see this train coming to a sudden stop because he's built steps into the tracks. And you just see this bloke sat in his helicopter pissing himself laughing. I don't know how funny that sounds, but it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. I know, what is it, Zed? What's come up is a song. What is it then, Zed? The picture says Danny Kaye, Hans Christian Andersen. Maybe I've clicked the wrong thing. Right, I'll check it out tomorrow, Zed, though. Are they up there? I was the fucking I wouldn't get references. Yeah. That's close up. Those are far away. Yeah, the cows. There's Joe Wilkins. I've never seen his old stuff. We'll look it up. I like Joe Wilkins, and he's a really good surreal comedian as well. So it's a tactical pirate. Did you send Mike the reface you did with him? The feck ass drink woman one. I'll upload them quickly. The ones I've got. So I've got this one.
How did that gobshite get on the television?
And if you didn't realise, that slingshot was his face. Right, hang on. Right, if it starts stuttering, it's because I'm uploading something. Jensen, I put a link to Lipstick on Your Collar as well. A lipstick on Your Collar, as in the TV series. I have seen that. I watched that when that came out. I must have been about 15 or something. I'm going to look that up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, Zed. You might have accidentally sent me a playlist. Let's see how old I was when Lipstick on Your Collar came out on Channel 4. Yeah, I watched that when that came out. I would have been fucking 13 when that came out. And I remember watching that. Yeah, do you know what, Zed? I'll have to rewatch that. Yeah, the blonde girl in that, I'll always remember her. Yeah, I'll have to rewatch Lipstick on Your Collar because I remember watching that as a kid. Night at night. Yeah, I'm getting drunk now, mother. He said, you're going to get drunk later? Yeah, I'll be getting drunk later, mate. Freestyler said, how often do you get drunk in a week? I bet you don't be. I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't get drunk that often now. But I used to get like proper drunk, like, you know, paralytic drunk every night. But I stopped doing that years ago. So I really only drink once a week now. Yeah, I couldn't do it every day now. I wouldn't be able to live like that. I can't do it. So I can't just can't do it. You know what I mean? Samurai Bird said, did you have Amazon Woman on the Moon? Same guys that did Airplane. No, I've never seen that. I've never seen that one. You'll be surprised. I've seen quite a few comedy films, but I don't own a lot, weirdly. I don't know, because I'm more into horrors and weird shit. But weirdly enough, I own quite a lot of TV series, but I'll now read out all of my comedy films, not including the ones here. So I've got National Lampoon's Class Reunion. My Name is Bruce. Bubba Hotep. Scary Movie 1, 2, 3, and 4. Raising Arizona. House Party 1 and 2. Napoleon Dynamite. 4 Rooms. Orgasmo. Team America World Police. There's an American Pie up there. American Pie 2, weirdly. Tim and Eric's $1 Billion Movie. Crime Wave, Beavis and Butthead Do America, and Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Yeah, I don't own a lot of comedy films for some reason. Team America's great. But it doesn't mean I haven't seen a lot of them. I don't seem to own a lot of them. I don't tend to buy comedy films for some reason. That's it. Yes, the Waterloo Bridge is on the playlist. Well, I could always just check it later. If it's on the playlist, I'll find it. Mother, let me make you a approved user. I don't know why you're not an approved user. I wouldn't even let you write ass. Ass ain't even a fucking swear word in the UK. An approved user will just mean you can swear and it won't hide your comment, that's all. Right, where's the community? I'm surprised you weren't an approved user. Must have forgot to put you on there. I took away a couple of approved users recently because they was taking advantage. Freestylers, I try to hold to 1 time a week because when I start, I can't stop. I'm exactly the same. I won't stop until, I can't drink anymore. And then often I'll fall asleep, wake up and carry on. Sarah, I was supposed to have made you one. Hang on, let me check. Yours didn't show. Hang on. I'll make you an approved user. I thought I'd already done that, though. Copy. I had already meant to make you a approved user. Yeah, it just means you can swear then. It don't get hidden. Often the mods will just allow it anyway, but it means they don't have to. Oh, so you're an approved user as well now. Yeah, it means that certain words that get filtered out, your message won't need to be approved. Yeah, because mothers, that doesn't, don't be an ass, and it fucking it had to be approved by a mod. Fall on the Hills with the original Prisoner Cell Block H is better than the new version. I think it's on YouTube. I used to watch Prisoner Cell Block H next door in my nan's house because the house next door, which is someone else's house now, but that was like our family home. The first house that got built on this road. My nan and granddad moved into it. They had their kids, one of which is my dad. I lived in that house till I was 5. And then when my dad moved out, we moved up the road for about 6 months, and then moved here next door. So I spent all my childhood like next door. I remember watching the original Prisoner Cell Block H as a kid in my nan's front room. It was I thought it was quite good. They asked Sarah, write something like "fuck shit cunt" and see what happens. What is it? Fuck shit. No, what is it? Fuck shit horse. Oh no, I can't remember. From Snuffbox. Fuck shit horse piss. Son of a two-board bitch motherfucker. Something like that. Oh god. Oh fucking hell, Samurai Bird. I have seen disorganized crime. When I was a kid, my cousin used to pay for Sky Movies. This is years ago when it was completely different now. And he would record the films, and he just recorded one film and left it playing. And on the end of the tape was disorganized crime. I've seen disorganized crime about 6 times, and I've never seen the end of it because the tape runs out for it fucking. And I've been if you remind me, I'll buy a copy of that because I want to see the end of that. Yeah, Fred Gwynn. Dave said, I thought you were about to say I've taken a couple of oh god. Mother said seeing crossbows with quiver and bayonet is a good idea. Anyone else here? BBC One love music playing. Has he said that? What did I say? What fuck shit horse piss? Son of a two-board bitch motherfucker. That's from Snuffbox. There's a song. That is actually a song. Look that up. I don't know if it's fuck shit horse piss, but it's that is actually a song. That's a song. Look it up. But you might be talking about someone else. Oh yeah, B. B was like the top dog, wasn't she? I looked up the fictional history for B. And she, I wanted to see what happened to her in the end. That was recently I did that for some reason. In fact, I had a fucking giant spider I evicted the other day just ran across my floor. Fuck's sake. Oliver said, I bet Australians couldn't understand why it's so popular in the UK. What Prisoner Cell Block H? We'll have to. I know Mr. X is from New Zealand, but we'll have to ask him if he's on later. Sarah, by the way, if you did write fuck shit, horse piss, son of a two-board bitch, motherfucker, it never came up. Keyboard. Fuck shit horse piss, son of a two-board bitch. Yeah, it is on there. So we risk it. If the screen goes black, let me know. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck shit. Fuck shit. Can you hear that? Fuck shit. Horse piss. Fuck shit. Horse piss. Fuck shit. Horse piss. Son of a two-ball bitch. Is it really black? Son of a two-ball bitch. Motherfucker.
Horse piss.
Son of a two-ball bitch.
Motherfucker. Horse piss.
Son of a two-ball bitch.
Motherfucker. Horse piss.
Son of a
I'll probably
two-ball
get copyright for
bitch.
this, but
Horse piss.
Son of a two-ball bitch.
Motherfucker.
Can't be in love if it's plastic. To live on my own just seems tragic. Raise ourselves high when I take
that's Matt Berry and Rich Falsey singing.
thought it was gold, but it was bronze. So get me inside when I
You know what? I actually probably did have Snuff Box as a ringtone box.
when I did come to, thought it was gold, but it was bronze.
Horse piss.
Son of a two-ball bitch.
Horse piss.
Son of a two-ball bitch.
Horse piss.
Son of a two-ball bitch.
I'll tell you what is actually, I should have just shown the video, shouldn't I? What is actually happening in the video is someone steps in something and says shit, and then someone else sits down and gets like mud on them and says fuck, and it's them saying things as something happens to them, and then it turns into a song. Oh god. Fall on the Hill said, who remembers the Screw Ferguson in Cell Block H? Always reminds me of the Russian shot putter. Yes. If you've not seen is it ABBA? If you've not seen Let the Blood Run Free on YouTube, go and check that out. There's a brilliant scene in that where they're actually I think they may even be in the proper Prisoner Cell Block X set, or if not, it's like a copy of it, but it probably is. I know the outside is, isn't it? And there's one of the characters called Dick. I told you about this before. One of the characters is called Dick. And as he's walking past one of the cells, one of the women prisoners, who's a man, sticks their head out of the cell and says, I can smell dick. Which is a piss take of I can smell your cunt from Silence of the Lambs. Oliver said, well, that was better than most of the chart stuff these days. Who's that Metallic talking about Wentworth? I know, yeah, Wentworth's like the remake of it, isn't it? Like the modern Prisoner Cell Block H, isn't it? That's a fucking. There's no flash shot on. Surely, normally he puts the lyrics on for the songs and Persia. Then she must have fell asleep. There's a fucking now. Prisoner Cell Block H. A girl I was friendly with loved that bastard program. I have horrible memories of that. I haven't watched the bloody thing. Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Persia. Oh, here's the other video. Hang on, I was uploading these. I've been waiting for Slingshot to come on, but he ain't been on all night.
Gobshite! Yes!
That was a perfect beat with just moment with Perjo, wasn't it? Nice. The thing is, though, the worst thing is, soon I've read that now. Now I'm singing it in my head. Right, I'll upload the other video quickly. They've got Gobshite and Gobshite. This one I had to add the audio one, but it's not quite right, but it's good enough. In fact, I thought Wentworth is Cell Block 8 set now, but I think someone from the original was on it as the same character. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, Wentworth is Prisoner Cell Block H now. Oh, so it's not like a remake. It's like the same prison, but modern. Yeah. So it's the same prison, but now, rather than I suppose, yeah, we're both sort of right there. No, but you are right, yeah. That is what Wentworth is. Yeah, it's like a remake or modern Prison Cell Block H. It definitely is, yeah, it is. But I didn't know someone from the original was on it as the same character. I did not know that. Ah, so it's, yeah. Oh, it was a remake B that are in it. I get you. Yeah. This was the other one. Which I can, let me just put it on a loop. You can put these videos on a loop. Oh, this is what I'll do when I'm taking a piss. You ready to put up with this for fucking Well, luckily, it only takes me about 30 seconds to piss anyway.
Drink, 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 drink.
The actual video is 4 seconds long. Fuck's sake. Take that loop off. This is the full video.
Drink, 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 drink.
Thank you, Tactical, by the way. There's a B. Smith had curly hair, Wentworth. She was a ginger. And I'll tell you one thing as well. Spoiler alert. I, for some reason, was reading the Wikipedia for B anyway, and B would actually be dead now. Because I wanted to find out what happened to her, because she was like really interesting character. Would you like to know what happened to B in the end? Who wants to know what happened to B in the end in the original Prisoner Cell Block H? Because she was a bit of like she was like, you know, she became like the top dog, but she was, you liked her as well. She wasn't a cunt. Well, I liked her anyway. I remember as a kid liking B. But yeah, I found out what happened to B in the end. Well, she was taken away from, I can't fucking talk to her. She's taken away from Wentworth, taken to a new prison where I think she started a riot. Due to some like stuff that happened. You know, it was like the prisoners were being ill treated. So she started a riot to try and, you know, but like a riot to try and help the prisoners, you know, do a riot and get better conditions. A fire started and she died trying to save other prisoners. So she had sort of an honorable death in the end. Yeah. So yeah, she died in a horrible way, but she died trying to save other prisoners. Yeah. That's what happened to the B from the original Prisoner Cell Block H. And I only know that because I can't even remember why, because I didn't even watch it. But something recently made me look. I bet it was one of you lot keep putting the lyrics on one night, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go and look it up. Yeah. That's it. I think I need to watch Cell Block H then. Matat said, "Did you say you made a video of Cumshot's face?" Crispy, fuck's sake. What was the other one? And then this one. That was hot top dog. I need a hot dog then. No food talk. With the heart of gold. Freestyle says, "Fuck's sake, what's the most crazy thing you've done while being drunk?" A lot of things. A lot of things I wouldn't even be able to say. I don't know. I don't know what things I'm comfortable saying. But we used to do a lot of nutcase things. So I also don't know what I haven't said or what I haven't. I don't know what your class is mental. I've done a lot of things that I could probably kill myself doing. Dan said, "You have anything worth swapping for it, Mike? You'll have to, miss a drunk story time." I am drinking. Metallic said, "Confessions are for deletable." Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Freestyle, if you're up for a late night one, in about half an hour, 45 minutes, we'll do a late night one. And I could tell you some stuff then. Well, I've done a lot of weird mental things drunk. Because in all honesty, when I was getting drunk every night, it was getting to the stage where I was either going to end up killing someone or get killed myself. It was like that. It was getting so fucking mental and bad. Yeah. Yeah, good point, Matthias. Confessions off of the deletable streams. Thank you. Dave said, I read that. But yeah, no, a lot of things. I've been arrested a lot of times as well as a. I've technically never been arrested as an adult because your class in the sort of court systems, you're not an adult till you're 21. And that's when I stopped drinking. But under 21, from about the age of 14 to 21, just under 21, I've probably been arrested like fucking. I don't know. Me and Matt together have probably been arrested 75 times. Might be less, might be more. I don't know. A lot anyway. We used to get arrested pretty much. Well, sometimes because if you're underage, your parents would have to come and get you. There's been times where my mum has said she's gone down to the police station and got me out the police station. And as she was getting me out the police station, Malcolm was being brought into the police station, which is my twin brother. Yeah, I think sometimes we would get arrested on a Friday and a Saturday. So we'd get arrested one night, you know, because we would drink every night, but Friday and Saturdays you'd be a bit more, you know. Samurai Bird said, got to go ride bicycles with my kid. I might be back later. Maybe. Thanks. Nice one, Samurai. Cheers for coming on, mate. One of his, my brother took his daughter out earlier for a bike ride. I'll see you later, mate. That said 1421 Mike would be on Channel 5's Britain Wildest. Well, I was actually asked to go on a program like that. I was actually asked to go on a Richard and Judy fucking program about exactly that. But I said, fuck off. So I've done a fair amount of daft stuff in my youth while drunk, but generally mischievous and cheeky rather than properly dangerous. Yeah, I did the first lot and the second lot. Yeah, we got a bit more. You know what I mean? Did a fair share of the sort of, yeah, the good sort of cheeky, mischievous, funny stuff. But then it started getting worse and worse and worse. But these lot I've seen under my bed, I've got a lot. I ain't got all of it, but I've got a lot of my criminal record. Me and Mount, so twin brother. And it's in a folder that's that fat. I've even got the because some of the police we used to meet was all right. I've even got the old style things you hold up for your pictures. So you know you have to hold the thing up and you hold it up and you'd have your picture taken like that and your picture taken like that. I've even got them because some of them used to say, "Yeah, keep it if you want." Then you're going to chuck it in the bin. Yeah, because in the old days it used to be a piece of card and they would just write your name and the date and all that on a piece of chalk. And that was in the same days when they used to roll the ink all over your hands. Dave said, you haven't read it. What's the most crazy thing you've done? Oh, to get drunk. I've drunk 80% aftershave before. And I've also, I can tell you this, because I can admit this, to get drunk. Well, I once was drunk and sobered up and was going mental because I was sobering up. We used to do a lot. But I've been convicted of this, so I can actually tell you. We'd go up to our local budgeons, get a brick, smash the small window in the door, run in, grab as many bottles of cider as you could, and run out. And a lot of people used to say, "Oh, why didn't you get money? Why didn't?" Because I wasn't interested in anything else. I just wanted to get pissed, so we just grab cider and run off. And the other thing is, inadvertently, because I only grabbed cider, often the police wouldn't even know anyone had even been in there. Because I'm pretty sure the time I got caught, I only got done for criminal damage. Had they known I'd been in there and actually stole booze, they could have done me for a burglary kind of offence then, which would be a lot more harsh. Criminal damage, you just get, it's like a slap on the wrist half the time. So yeah, I've been so desperate for booze, I've broken into supermarkets to get booze before. Yeah. That's an Mike. If you had, you'd be an 100k sub by now. What was that? I've been on Channel 5's Wildest Teens. But yeah, I was asked as a teenager. I was asked to go on a Richard and Judy program about like the worst teens in the area. I said no, but funnily enough, my mate did. Well, it wasn't my mate, but it was an acquaintance who there was like 5 or 6 of us who was made to go to these weird meetings on a Wednesday night, and it was like the worst teens around the area. And I think it's just to get us off the streets and make us do something. It was like a punishment, yeah, on a Wednesday night. Yeah, and it was mentioned at this meeting. I said, no, I ain't going on that. Sort of glad I didn't now. Yeah, and it was a Richard and Judy evening program as well. I looked it up. I still can't remember what it's called though. But yeah, my fucking the bloke I used to go to these weird meetings with, these Wednesday meetings, went on it. And I remember because Matt went to prison for a little bit as well. And when he was in prison, he said this blonde-haired bloke came up to him going, all right, Mike, how you doing? And it was him. It was my mate, not me mate, but my mate from these fucking weird Wednesday meetings. Yeah. I will admit I did have quite a weird, eventful sort of teenage to age of 21 age. You know, I had quite an eventful teenhood, I suppose. Made me the person I am. But it also made me a paranoid freak show. You right, Crypt, how you doing, mate? I got a video of you. Hang on, I got a video of you. Which one shall I show?
How did that gobshite get on the television?
That's it. I've been on TV a few times as a kid on a dating show. Not on as a kid and on a dating show. I thought you meant a kid. Was it Jimmy Savile dating show? As a kid, he was on a dating show. So, but he said, "Don't worry, Mike, you're our freak show." Thank you. Nothing wrong with being a freak show, is there? Is there, Peach? Don't you? I had an eventful life too. So I've many other. Well, yeah, it's not nothing unusual, is it? You know, not nothing unusual, but yeah. Oh, you know, it's a good thing. If I didn't have to get down there and move all this shit, I would show you vaguely some of my criminal record. But the problem is I can't show it properly because it has shit like my address on it, and even them cards I can't hold. If I hold that up, I have to cover most of it because it says the local police station and it says my fucking name on it. So yeah, it's a little bit too much information, so I have to be careful. I worked out what one tactical was in, but I'll keep it secret. I don't think I have really. I think I know, but I can't remember what it was called. You might have even told me once. I've seen Filth, Darren. Actually, that's a good film, isn't it? I like Filth. That's same bloke who wrote Trainspotting. Not just a good thing, it's good memories. Exactly. I want to write all mine down one day, not because I think it'll sell. I want to write a book, but for two reasons. I want to write a book because I don't want to forget it, because I am sort of forgetting some of it. Some of it I have to be reminded about. Because also, you've got to remember, when this shit happened, it was over 20 years ago, and I was pissed out my face half the time, because a lot of the stories I've been told about, I don't even have first-hand knowledge of it. My memories are from someone else telling me what happened the night before it. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I couldn't tell you on here because I'd be too paranoid about it. But I can tell you the stuff I've been convicted of anyway, if you want. I'll tell you the thing that happened the day before my 16th birthday. Because I've spent at least 2 or 3 birthdays and Christmas Day in police stations. Spent my 16th birthday in police station. I've spent another birthday in police station, but I can't remember what one. And I spent 2000 Christmas Day in police station. Yeah. That ain't fucking fun. It's boring as fuck. You don't ever want to be in a police station over Christmas, because the issue is all the courts are shut. And if they're going to try and remand you, you end up being stuck in a police station for like 36 hours. And that's worse than being in prison. Because in a police cell, they're not allowed to give you anything. You can have a book. And you come, and because it's winter, you can come out the cells for about 15 minutes a day. And it used to piss me off because the other people who was in there would start. You're supposed to be out for an hour, but because you're in there with a load of little fucking pussies, it's too cold, I want to go in. So as soon as one cunt starts saying they want to go in, you all have to go in. Yeah. And I'd rather stood out there freezing. Well, I didn't find it cold anyway, but I'd rather have stood out there freezing my bollocks off than being in that cell again for another fucking 23 hours. Yeah. That's in a police station, though. Prison, you actually get out a lot, depending on what's going on. So the lad who I used to work with, his mum and dad went on wife swap. The whole office would bring it up anytime we went out. I bet they would. Right, this isn't me, but someone on my road has been on come dine with me. It wasn't someone I knew though, A lot of I used to know everyone around this road. Now I don't know anyone. Well, I do, but I used to know everyone. Now I hardly know half the people. Falcon said that is scary, Mike. You can't remember. I know. I don't like it myself. But a lot of it is because I was drunk, though. Oh, but that is inhumane, Mike. They should treat you like a person. Well, the problem is in a police station. The only reason it happened was because nothing's open over Christmas. So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day, the courts aren't open. So if they're going to try and remind you that you have to stay in the police station, and there's nothing they can do with you, and their rules are in the police station cells, you can't have anything. But on it was horrible. Fucking worse than prison. Being in a police station cell for 23 hours more than 23 hours a day. Oh fuck me! That was like like proper. If you imagine what it's what I imagine proper solitary confinement would be like. You have nothing in a police cell. You have nothing. You don't have telly, radio, anything. When you get to prison, you can have a radio. Even like the most basic prison cell, you're allowed a radio at least. Dave said, "Yeah, long weekend, but longer." Exactly. Yeah, it is. It's that. Yeah, it's that. Yeah. This ain't me. This ain't me. No, unfortunately, what's that? A song? I'll have to have a piss in a minute. But by the way, if people want to join in on camera after this, you can. And the next video will be deleted as well, so we can talk a bit more openly about things. And you can come on and get. A lot of people like to come on, but they don't want to. They don't want it saved forever, and But yeah, come on, get drunk. Tactical, you coming on? I hope you are. Oh, I know you're Creedence Clearwater. I don't bring that up, but no, Dave. Nothing bothers me at all. No, it's fine. It's fine. No. But yeah, in the next stream, we can talk a little bit more openly, and we'll have guests on, talk about a load of bollocks, and you know what I mean. Be on till 5 in the morning, hopefully. Cryptid Mike needs to wear a striped gel costume for Halloween. Falcon is torture, Mike. Social confinement is considered torture. Yeah, I imagine it would be. If you've got a book at least or something, it's not so bad. But when you ain't got nothing, fucking nightmare. It's horrible. Because the other thing that drives me mad, I dare you to try this one day and see how you get on with this. Get rid of anything that tells the time and try and spend your day doing anything like normally. Because if you don't know what time it is when you wake up, you don't know what time it is to have your breakfast, you don't know what time it is to do your normal chores, you don't know anything at all. It's not knowing the time is a fucking killer for me. It's really weird. Yeah, I hate not knowing the time. I know that sounds weird, but you try it one day. Just do an experiment one day. Get rid of anything that tells you the time. And just try and go about your daily life. You can't do it. Because when you wake up, you don't know what time it is. You don't know if you've woke up early or if you woke up late. So you don't know what to do. Get up and try and do your daily day without knowing what time is. Really weird, that is. Yeah. Not a lot of people would ever experience that. 3 stars, so I got thrown in the drunk tank, even though I wasn't drunk at all, with 2 of my mates when I was 13. And it wasn't till I was 18, and it went on till I was 18, then I finally got my act together. Yeah, I sorted myself out about the age of 21. When what day was I nearly said I got away with it then. It was dropped due to lack of evidence and the fact that I didn't do anything. I nearly went like that then. The fact that I didn't do anything. But what they was, I won't go into too much detail because I still don't really like to, because But what they was trying to do us for, I would have done a solid 7 years. 7 years would have been the minimum sentence. I wouldn't have done less than 7 years had I been convicted of the thing they wanted to convict us of. When I say we, I mean me and my twin brother. It was dropped due to lack of evidence because I was innocent anyway. So cheers. Right, I need a quick piss. What video shall I put on? I won't be long. Let's put on Monty Says No. That's a good one.
Good evening. Tonight, on Tales from the Spider-Verse, we'll tell you the cautionary tale of Monty the dog. A dog who was found in a house completely covered in gore. All the walls had pyrographic pictographs drawn on them, and the pup in question was found covered in blood, and no remains of his owners were ever found. To this day, Monty the dog won't go near spirographs because spirographs are bad.
One day we were doing spirographs and we asked Monty, would you like to do a spirograph with us? No, spirograph. Monty says you can fuck right off with your spirograph bullshit. No, spirograph. Fuck off, D-man. Or is it a Desmond?
I'd like to tell you the kids kept up the good game and that Monty did a spirograph, but life in the Spiroverse isn't a fairy tale.
Oh, spirographs. No, spirograph.
If you don't know what that is, you better be going watching the Spirograph playlist. Oh, fuck me, I forgot my microphone's... How's the volume been? That microphone's been turned around the wrong way the whole fucking time. Has it been alright the whole time? Right, I'm back now. Someone should have said that to me. The microphone's been turned around the whole time. What you declining, Crypta? Monty says fuck off, exactly. Metallic, have you ever been chucked off again, or have you so bored of the confessions of the drunks that you've given up for a bit? She's had it all before. Yeah, that's our dog. That's our dog, Crypta. The microphone had been turned the right way, right the way around. It's back on now. Not back on, but it's back at me. Oh yeah, I'd turned the microphone round when I was playing a bloody song. Don't sound no different either now. Doing the forbidden. Oh, I get you. I can't talk. Tactical Pirate made this video if that topic came up late at night. Hello, sir. I think I actually look quite good as Hannibal Lecter. Oh, I know exactly what you're doing, Metallic. Nice one, yeah. Monty, well, he is a good boy, but he's also a little fucking bastard. But I love him. Yeah. Yeah, he is a good boy. He is a proper good boy. He's a proper good boy. That's a good one. Tactical made that one for me. Yeah. Something about that one. Let me play that again. Hello, sir. It does look like me as well. Was that from a new picture? Tactical, because a lot of the old the reason we call this one up here Stroke Crow is because it looks like he's had a fucking stroke.
Are you not entertained?
I imagine getting a basset out, Mike. Darling, why is it your face swap works so well? Not looks fucking good, that one, though, don't it? I must admit. Yeah, there's no fucking stroke collector there. You know, that's a good one, that. Oh god. So yeah, as I was saying, I can't remember if I finished what I was saying. If people want to join in, please do after this. Yeah. You'll come on camera right now, but after time I never bother with the normal ones. People could have come on camera this whole time. Darren said, "Oh, what would you swap for?" Darren, you'll have to message me. Like not now because I don't know. The problem is getting the stuff. Oh, thank you, Crypto. You reckon I'd have a basset hand? They're a lazy dog. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Monty's the fucking opposite of that shit. That dog can run around like a motherfucker for fucking hours. That stroke collector just spat my foot. I'm glad. I like the fact that you call it the forbidden object, though. It makes it even funner. Oh god. Oh god. You can always watch. You know, you can all come and watch though, Dave. You're gonna come and watch the rest. Where are you from then, Dave? Anyway, out of curiosity. You're UK based, or because when you said drunk, I think it was you who said drunk tank. Someone said drunk tank. That's more of an American thing, isn't it? Oh, Glasgow. Oh, maybe it wasn't you who said that then. No, I think that was the other bloke, wasn't it? There was two people talking about that kind of stuff at the same time. Hey, it was Freestyler. It was Freestyler who said drunk tank, which made me think, yeah. No, I'll get you, Dave. Grip says someone should do a rendering Mike's female robot. How you piss off? No, I remember. Yeah, it was the other bloke who said about drunk tank, which made me think he must be American then. Sarah said, "You will have to tell me what to click if we do that. Despite not doing a bit of YouTube, I'm like an old nana. So I'm not technology. Right, I'll walk you through it a little bit now. And if you wait till someone's on, right, so if you let Tactical join, when you join, if something happens, he'll be able to tell you what to do. So will I. But yeah, what with it's a thing called StreamYard, but you don't have to download anything. It's web browser based. So and you can do it on a phone or a laptop or anything. Yeah, my dad said if I can do it, Sarah, you will have no problems. It works on pretty much anything. Works better on computers though, laptops. So I will send you a link and you just click the link and follow the instructions. The only thing everyone does, even I do this, is they accidentally leave their YouTube tab open when they come on to StreamYard, and then it will start feeding back. So all you have to do is quickly go back and mute the YouTube feed and just watch the stream on StreamYard, because it will have all the comments down the side anyway. But it's pretty simple. You don't have to download nothing. But yeah, Tactical, even I do it. Even if because I'm used to hosting them, I don't join a lot of people's. Every single time I join someone's, I fucking leave the fucking thing on. Yeah, it's quite simple. That's all, Sarah. Click that link. Yeah, click the link and you're in. As simple as that. That's all it is, really. Yeah, so what we'll do when I start the new one, you know my email? Hang on, here's my email, Sarah, if you ain't got it. In a minute, Nightbot will post my email. And he said eBay up. Email. Ellie said, new to your channel, much interest. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, WeaponCollector1@aol.co.uk. Just send me an email or anything. I don't think I've got you on any. I've got you on Facebook, haven't I? I think I've got Facebook signed in out there. Yeah. I'll stay on here for another 20 minutes anyway. I'll be honest with you, I might be able to stay on later because everyone else is at a fucking wedding. So my mum's going to be getting prepared for a load of drunks to come home soon anyway. Although I don't know, a lot of them might be out late. Like they might not get back for ages. So, but I'll stay on here till about past anyway. But yeah, it's quite simple, Sarah. It's not too bad. The reason I started doing StreamYard is because it is quite easy to do, and you don't have to download programs and shit. That's the thing that fucks. The thing that fucks everyone over, and the reason no one ever wants to join, is if you start having to download stuff. Whereas with this, you don't. Crypto, I'm glad you like my knife tag, mate. Yeah, thank you for joining in, Crypto. I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it. I did, when I saw you on YouTube, I did think this, though, sadly.
How did that gobshite get on the television?
Do you notice the other one's you? Joking. It is you, though. Fuck's sake. That's what AOL still make me laugh, you old fuck. I know. Every single time anyone reads AOL, they do laugh at that. It makes me laugh. How much that makes people piss themselves. Thank you, Sarah. I'll check that now. Yeah, when I start the new one, I'll send you the link if you want to join in. And yeah, it should be quite easy to do. Your message went into spam for some reason, and all you wrote was hello. That's weird, isn't it? Slightly annoying that just someone saying hello and it goes to fucking spam. I've got it now, though. I've got it. Yeah. So when it comes to it, I'll yeah. So what I'll do. Slingshot's gonna love tonight if they're both on. Slingshot already has a fetish for redheads. That's why I'm not letting him on tonight. And when I say Slingshot, it's Crypto27. That's a metallic. If Sarah's joining, you will have to. Are you not on tonight, metallic? I was hoping you were on tonight. That's all right, though. Sarah, it is because I'm always trying to sell people penis enlargement via email. Oh, that's who keeps sending me these fucking emails, is it? Oh, God. See, that's a Slingshot. Where did you end up with a hangover last weekend? Or after his 3 Guinnesses? Slingshot, how many Guinnesses did you drink in the end? Don't worry, he ain't coming on tonight. I've had enough of him for a couple of months. After last time, fuck's sake. Won't be told off by No, he didn't get told off by Tactical. No, I must admit, Tactical is good for looking after you when you're drunk. That's why I don't start drinking till 10 o'clock now. Because if I start drinking at fucking, I know it's only an hour's difference, but I'll be fucking pissed out my face by 2 o'clock, and then I get told to stop, and that's because I asked Tactical to do that. Originally, when I started doing the drunk streams, I asked Zed and Tactical to stop me if I was too drunk, because I used to refuse to stop the live streams to the degree where I'd be like falling asleep on the live streams. So I asked him if he would, him and Zed, if when I get too drunk, stop me. And it got to the stage where they would have to just keep writing stop, enter, stop, enter. So the whole entire chat was just the word stop. And I still wouldn't listen. But luckily now, though, I do listen to Tactical. I know he's doing it for my benefit. But yeah, he had to chuck Slingshot off last week or whenever it was. Fountain Mike, what do you think about George Switchblade he made that does not break German law? I didn't bother watching it in the end. Because it was all in German for a start. What makes it legal then? Crit says 6, Mike, and strangely enough, I didn't get a hangover. Good for you, mate. I don't think 6 Guinness would give me a hangover, to be honest. But yeah, glad it didn't. What would 6? That's about 12 units, though. That's about 12 units, I think. Maybe 14. Depends how much I want to drink, but sometimes I do at least 30 units. Sometimes nearly 40. Dash well, 2 pints at 10 a.m. Then waited. Stuff to do. That's when I still haven't been paid. So I check back higher than me. Oh God. You expect to get paid from me? Okay, now I thought you knew me quite well. This is the bloke who gets accused of e-begging every week. I told you, all of you mods, you can get the same payment. You can get a percentage of what I get paid when YouTube starts paying me. Right? We all know that ain't gonna happen. Anthony, how you doing, mate? You alright? I'm gonna be on this live stream for about another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna start a new one. Sarah, what are you drinking tonight anyway? Because you wrote, I didn't know whether it was a typo or it was what I thought it was. You wrote you was going to get some lemo in. What's that? What is that? That's it. I've never had a hangover. I tried to get one, but I've never been able to, in fuck's sake. my hangovers are terrible. I'll be honest with you, I drink so much though, often on a Sunday, I wake up, I'm still drunk for a good 4 or 5 hours. It's quite pleasant. But then about 8 o'clock at night, I'll start getting a waking hangover, which is not fucking pleasant. Cryptid, I know when I got drunk, I started hitting on Metallic. Tactical jumps up and twists to the bog. Let's go. Yeah, I'll to the bog. Let's go. Exactly. Yes. I could probably do the old jumping up thing in the fucking Randy house. I don't like doing it in here. That's fucking open. Oh, I've already opened that one. What? Shocked me for a second. I thought it was fucking open. Well, it is open. You're right, Rich. How you doing, mate? You joining in later? Do you want to come on? Sarah's going to come on later if she can. As I said to her, it should be quite easy. It is just follow the instructions. What do you think you join in on, Sarah? I don't know if she's even there now. Oh, Lemo, lemonade. Oh, you're not drinking. No, because I wasn't. No, because you know what? I thought you might have meant limoncello. I thought you might have meant limoncello. Vodka and little. Yeah, I've got vodka and I've got 2 of them and what was left over of that. So probably about a litre, and I'll probably end up drinking most of that. And then I end up being up to about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. My family are now used to seeing me, absolutely hammered at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Luckily, they put up with it. I'm quiet. The only time I'm not quiet, I'll be honest with you, what I do sometimes when I'm drunk, the only person who ever called me out on it was my dad. And he did it in a joking way. Sometimes when I get pissed, I sit in here. I've got my headphones ready. When I finish the live stream later, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to listen to music for like 4 or 5 hours, finishing off my booze. Sometimes I get drunk and I start singing. And there's a couple of times when my dad said to me the next day, "Why was you in your room shouting about last night?" Because it don't sound like singing, obviously, when you're completely fucked out your face and can't sing anyway. So I said, I moved downstairs so I don't wake up my neighbours if I start talking. Just going back to my child. Yeah. Funny, I have to go outside. That's what I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go outside soon. Crypto's so drunk he started calling you metallic. Dan said, "Can we get a singing segment on Twitch?" Richard might sing for you. I can't sing. Richard might do. Mike got nothing. Not got anything new to show, but come on for a chat in it, Rich. You don't have nothing. You don't need to show anything. Come on for a chat. I'm not a Christian singer, so I don't have to forgive people. But I'll let you off this time because I'm in a good mood today. Oh, God. Yeah, at about past, I'm going to have to move outside. Sarah, did you ever get to see any of the late night ones? How come you're not on Metallic tonight? You're just not, and you're not drinking or anything. I've got to reply to you tomorrow. I was going to reply to you tonight with the message you sent, but yeah. Freestyle says Sundays can be pure hell in the beginning. But if you just keep on sleeping and get some good food and vitamins down your throat, you'll feel like a lion. Well, I'm quite lucky now that my family, you're 100% right there. Because my dad died 2020 from lung cancer. So that pretty much changed our whole entire household. You know what I mean? My dad was still working like fucking 6 days a week at 70. Well, 70. But proper hard fucking work as well. Working with a chainsaw every day, landscape gardening, cutting down trees fatter than that. Like a massive fucking trees at 70. Yeah, and then he got, he had lung cancer, didn't realise he had it, and it killed him. But I won't go on about that. Well, I would go on about it, but I know some people don't really like it. But yeah, when he died, that changed everything, really. I forgot why I was even saying that now. But because of that, people are a little bit understanding of how I am. You know what I mean? They'll put up with things a little bit more than they might have. But I'm not a bother. I'd never disturb anyone when I'm drunk if I can help it. The only time I'd ever disturb you when I'm drunk is because I'm half deaf. I actually need a hearing aid. I don't wear it all the time. But the only time I'd ever disturb you, if you was my neighbours, is because I might accidentally have music on too loud, and I don't know. I have to wear this at night when I chat to people, because otherwise, I did notice once when I was chatting to you lot, I went from the window to my back door, and I could still hear you lot talking. Oh, fucking hell. But it's like Double Sabu said, when it's late at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning, sound seems to travel more than you'd expect anyway, because it's quiet, isn't it? That's what she can't be asked, I would say. I'll take this out for now. I don't need it in now. But when I talk to you lot later, I'll have to put it in to make sure I hear you. But yeah, no, thank you, Freestyle. I appreciate that. Yeah, he had lung cancer. It died in my front room as well, because due to the COVID shit, they didn't want to take him to the hospital. They wanted to keep taking him to the hospital to give him a drip because he couldn't eat nothing. But yeah, so he got like a hospital bed. I think the best place for it anyway, isn't it? You know what I mean? Got to die with his family, innit? So yeah. Dave said, at night it does, even everything seems loud. Yeah, it shocked me. It shocked me because I don't want to piss my neighbours off. I like my neighbours. My neighbours are all right. I've never had any issue with any of my neighbours. So I wouldn't want to piss them off. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a cunt, and it does. And Ellie, yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? Horrible. Yeah. We'll stop talking about that. But I don't mind talking about it. But I know for a lot of people it's like a downer thing. But if any of you lot ever have any issues with anything, do remember you can talk to me about it. Because I found I wanted to talk to people about it and I couldn't. So I ended up, most of my talking about it was on the chats, on the live streams. Thank you, Tactical. He's 100% respect you, mate. Yeah, because what actually happened, I don't know if I've told you this, but I actually did most of my dad's like care work as well. We used to have, the nurses would come around once a day for about, well, the NHS nurses would come around for a full hour and do loads of stuff. And then you can only have NHS nurses for a certain amount of time. Then you have to have private ones. The private ones would come around 15 minutes, do fuck all, and then fuck off. Now, I've got nothing against any nurses or even private nurses, but it made me respect NHS nurses so much. You know what I mean? But they could have come like 3 or 4 times a day. But for some reason, we said, nah, Michael will do it, and I did. I don't mean that, you know, because you would do that for your parent, but at the same time, it's not something you ever expect to do, and it was quite sort of harrowing in a way. I mean, because you see parts of your parents that you do things to your parents you never thought you'd ever have to do, but you're glad to do it, and you know what I mean. Sarah said, I'm not deaf, but I have auditory processing disorder. So basically, I lip read a lot, and sometimes it feels like I am. I struggle with rooms with lots of noise. Layered sound is my kryptonite. You know what, Sarah, I remember you talking about doing the sign language, and that really, really interested me. And made me want to learn it, but I still haven't. But yeah, this here is virtually deaf. Luckily for me, this one is perfectly fine. So day-to-day stuff I can get away with out hearing it. But if I go out, I have to you know, go out crowded places. It really, really helps wearing that. Or when I'm live streaming later, because I'm talking to people, for me to hear, I do have to wear that. Yeah. It's horrible, and it Metallic, she said cancer is a fucking total fucked it is. Pete said, yeah, wish cancer would just go away. It's a horrible thing, isn't it? Cancer is why my dad is the way he is right now. It's horrible, isn't it, Pete? It's horrible. Horrible. And you, how you doing? You right? The topic was a bit of a not a downer, but I know some people I don't mind talking about the emotional things. Why not? It's part of who you are, isn't it? But I know some people would rather the more light-hearted stuff. You know, part of life, isn't it? It's horrible, fucking horrible. But you know what I did for my dad, I'm glad I did it, and I think like if anyone in my family probably could have bared to do it, it would have been me. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. When my dad was ill, some of my other, my other brothers and that didn't want to even see him ill, and I understand that because our dad was our fucking hero. He was the fucking hardest bloke we knew, and he was hero worshipped by. You'll be surprised. He was hero worshipped by quite a few people around here. It was like people knew my dad, and people. I remember being 16 years old. Grown men would come up to me and say, they would be like almost trying to start a fight. Grown men, and they'd say, "Who are you?" And I'd say, "Who I was." And they say, "Oh, fucking hell, I know your dad." It was one of the hardest books I've ever known. So, and then you have to see that person so ill they can't even stand up. And I had to actually physically hold him under his armpits just from the toilet, And I can understand why my other brothers didn't ever want to see that. But I think, if someone had to, yeah, I'll do it then. I'll do it. You know what I mean? I'll do it. Sinzak said, if that's enough to throw someone away, I don't know what that is. Crypto's getting messages deleted. Dave said, yeah, with you, life is life, and no one gets it. Yeah, exactly. That says, things or you can't use alcohol as an excuse for being a dick. Dave said, what keeps me going is that everyone else gets it. Well, exactly. Ellie said, you're amazing to have looked like. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, because, yeah. Thank you. That's what I'll say. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sarah said, if we do a collab video, I'll teach you a bit of sign. I have earbud things that I wear when I'm out and about. Cuts out some of the background sound so I can concentrate on speech. Yeah, I can remember you. Quite a vivid memory for me is you talking about that ages ago. The sound, that sound, hand can't fucking say it now. Sign language stuff. Yeah, and at the time I remember messages saying, "Yeah, I'd like to know that." He said, "Yeah, helping them up when they can't walk right. It's hard to experience." Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, Pete? Because most people's dad, if you love your dad, they're they're your hero, aren't they? You know what I mean? They're your hero, no matter if they've got a reputation or not. That's your dad, isn't it? Yeah, it's yeah. Sorry, Pete. But I know that you're experiencing it now. So as I've told you before, though, if you ever wanted to you know you can always talk to me. Sometimes I get, especially lately, I've been a bit, I noticed I've not been on the Twitter group much. We've got a bit of a Twitter group where we talk to each other, but I've not really been on there. It's just that bin, though. You know what I mean? Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Dad said to sit and say he was being a rude cunt, meaning and he said I was there for my dad, but it was hard. Yeah, it's you don't ever expect to do it, do you, sort of thing, but you would obviously do it. But I've got as I mentioned, I've got so there's me and my twin brother, and then I've got a younger brother, another younger brother, and a sister. Yeah. Makes it all good, Mike. Lots of this gets me. I know, yeah, lots of things. I know you understand, please, but I know you also know that if you ever did want to talk about things, you know I will. You know what I mean? Anu said, keeping on top of health problems is crucial, I think. But sometimes luck is very, very bad. I can't process the incoming information quickly. Many times I miss the crucial information. But yeah, it's not something you ever fucking expect, is it? So I remember when my mother got the big C, Mike, not plenty. No. And sorry if when we start the new stream, we'll change the subject. You know what I mean? But I know sometimes this is a topic that people don't want to talk about, especially if they're having a drink. Yeah, I will have to stop in a minute. By the way, I'll get a phone call in a minute. Some of you never experienced a phone call, but because my mum sleeps directly below me, because where I live, I still live in the family home. So next door, not next door, in the next room would be my sister and her husband. Below me is my mother, who I have to pretty much do everything for her now because she can't walk anymore. That's why I don't traditionally work, because I stay at home and do all that. Yeah. The dreaded phone call. She rang me up and she was swearing at me down the phone. Saying, you better shut the fuck up. I'm trying to go to sleep. And she's never like that. It's hilarious. She's proper swearing at me down the phone because I've kept her up. Tactical said, this is why I love this channel. Great host and people in the chat. You're a lot of stars, and I'm not. And no, I'm not pissed. Just telling it like it's. Well, thank you, Tactical. I appreciate that, because that means the world to me. Because that's you know me. I've always tried to be honest, and I've always tried to. I know sometimes I get a bit weird and a bit funny, but I do try to. Well, why not keep it sort of real and keep it sort of, honest, and talk about things that people actually give a fuck about, innit? But sometimes with me, it only comes out when I've had a bit of a drink. You know what I mean? Well, thank you, Dad. Well, Fall on the Hills. I do remember the 19. I've never seen Terrorvision, but I know who has. Slingshot Warrior has. Yeah, the dreaded phone call. Right, I better go off soon. They said, let's change it. What's orange and sounds like a carrot? I don't know. Right. I'll call it a day for now on this stream. So if you're watching and you're enjoying this, I'm coming back. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification, and in a minute, it might take me 15 minutes because I've got to clean up about fucking 50 fucking DVDs off my bed. I might just chuck them on the sofa. In about 15 minutes, I'll start a new stream, and that stream will go from maybe, it might go till 5 o'clock in the morning. That's my aim anyway. All right. I'll call this one a night for now. But yeah, I appreciate the support, everyone, because it's nice to be able to talk about things. And if you ever need to talk about anything that you think someone else won't talk to you about, you can talk to me about it, because that's the one thing I would say is when my dad was dying and died, no one in my family wanted to talk about it. And I did. And I couldn't get a release. I had no one to talk about it. No one would talk about it because it was upsetting them. And I understand that. That's how some people are. Some people don't want to talk about these things because it upsets them so much. But I needed to talk about it to get my emotions out. So I ended up talking to you lot, and it made me feel a lot better. I mean, so if you need the same thing, I'll be here for you. Right? I'll see you in a bit. Right? About 15 minutes. Right? Good night, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll say what I was about to say. I love you all. See you later. Yeah, now you know I'm definitely drunk. I love you all. See you later. See you in a bit. I'm coming back. All right, for about 15 minutes. But I definitely will be coming back. So if it's late, if it's longer than 15 minutes, I am coming back. All right. See you later. Good night. Love you, Peach. Love you, Metallic. Love you all. See you all later. Good night. I'll be back though.